Motherhood can be overwhelming, sometimes exhausting, but one cannot deny that it can be the most rewarding experience a woman can ever have. And according to Sophia Loren, when you're a mother, you are never really alone in your thoughts. A mother always has to think twice. One, once for herself, and once for her child. Good evening, everyone. Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. And I am so happy and excited to welcome you to another episode of Manifest, Master, Inspire. This is Joanna Lazaro. I'm going to be one of your hosts tonight. I am the CEO and the co-owner of Laurus Enterprises. And it is my privilege to be here tonight to once again welcome all of you and have this opportunity to talk to one of the most amazing moms that I know. So, from my home to yours, from my heart to yours, I am sending you all the love, all the positivity, um, all the strength and courage and even vulnerability. I also want to send you right now resilience, tenacity, courage, all of these things, whatever it is that you are needing in your life, as long as they are positive, I want to send them to you. And I hope that you are willingly accepting them. Or as we say in Millionaire Mind Intensive, you are an excellent receiver and that you are keeping it in your heart. And hopefully, when we meet again next week, baon nyo pa rin po lahat ng binigay ko mula sa aking tahanan, mula sa aking puso, papunta po sa inyo. Again, good evening everyone. And once again, this is Joanna Marie Lazaro. And right now, please allow me to welcome my co-host. He's my business partner in Laurus Enterprises. He's also a very good friend of mine. He's my business mentor. He has been mentoring me for more than 10 years already. And the most important is that he is the one and only K-pop chairman of the Philippines. Please help me welcome the founder and president of Laurus Enterprises. And together we will be talking to this amazing woman, our guest tonight, and we will find out and discover how she turned her life from struggling to becoming an empowering woman. Please help me welcome Mr. Jerome San.
Hi, good evening, Joanna, and good evening, everyone. Welcome.
Good
Yun,
evening.
hindi na nawala yung K-pop chairman.
Hindi na. That's your branding na, Jerome. That
Ayun.
would you're one and only, and you will be the one and only K-pop chairman of the entire Philippines.
Ayun.
How are you
Actually,
today?
so far so good. Yes, yun. Ikaw, how are you, Joanna?
Oh, sabi ni na Cham, I love the K-pop chairman, right? Good evening, Cham. Thank you so much, our friend from Iloilo and Angie's, and of course, she's also here. Yan. I'm
Um,
good, Jerome. Nawawala ba ako? Naglolo ko yung internet ko. Can you hear me?
yeah, nagcha-choppy. Pero okay lang. Meron ngayon, yes.
All right, okay. Yeah, I'm actually
Yeah,
feeling
sure,
great,
okay. We can hear
Jerome.
you.
Yes. So I'm feeling great actually, Jerome, kasi there are just too many activities going on for me, especially this entire week. I just attended a special or exclusive bridal shower for a dear friend of mine who I haven't met for 10 years. And then she went back to the Philippines for her wedding tomorrow. So Marlon and I, my husband, mag-aabay kami sa wedding niya. And then on Thursday, I will be appearing for the pilot episode of Self-Made with Christopher Estigoy, who is another friend of
Yeah.
ours dito sa Laurus Enterprises. Yeah. So I'll
Yes.
be guesting on the show. And hopefully, I hope all our viewers, all our friends from the Laurus community will be there to watch and support me. That would be this Thursday at 6 p.m. actually, Jerome.
Wow. Looking forward. Sila Team Ideal.
Yes, actually, this is a different venture from what I
Mm,
understand. It's not part of the
okay.
Team Ideal, Christopher
Uh-huh.
Estigoy. This is in partnership with another producer, if I'm not mistaken, and
Mhm.
together, and then there will be several segments. There are segments related to health, to beauty. So yung kay Chris, napunta nga sa kanya more on self-development, professional growth. Yan. So, and because naman Chris has always been a very good friend of mine, right? For a
Yes.
longest time. So
Mhm.
he wanted me to be his very first guest. Noong umpisa nga parang
Mm,
natatawa lang ako, Jerome, pero he was really serious and persistent about it. So I just feel so flattered and humbled at the same time that he chose me to be the very first person
mm.
para dun sa show niya. Yan po. That would be this Thursday, mga kaibigan. So I hope you will be free 6 p.m. onwards. And it's going to be live. I'm going to their studio to do the interview
Wow.
live. Yeah.
Okay.
Yun. So exciting, right?
Exciting.
Yes, it is. So, Jerome, grabe,
Mhm.
ang dami pa pangyayari the past days. But you know what? What's so amazing? With all these activities, we
Mhm.
always feel the abundance of the universe, especially
Yes.
here with us in Laurus Enterprises, right?
Mhm. Yes, tama. Yeah.
And then, have you continued yung 21-day challenge natin? Kasi ako, I have continued it eh. Pero instead of doing 1% a day nga, I'm doing actually
Mhm.
uh, more than 5 a day. Because as I mentioned
Wow.
last episode, marami akong mga
Uh-huh.
taong gusto kong pasalamatan.
Okay. Continue pa.
It's so nice.
Hindi pa tapos. Yeah.
Yes. For all our friends, kung nagtataka po kayo and you weren't able to listen to the episode last week with Mr. Dino Lee, we're doing this activity here in Laurus Enterprises. It's called the 2-minute appreciation technique, and we got it from Vishen Lakiani's Buddha and the Badass book. So this one po yan. So we're in the next 21 days so that you can develop the habit. You are going to set aside 2 minutes to compose a message for somebody. And then after 2 minutes po, you have to send it out to that amazing person in your life na you want to appreciate or express your gratitude for. So right now, we have implemented this in our team, and I believe nakakatuwa kasi yung mga feedback ng mga tao na suddenly parang, oh, ano nangyari? Parang ganyan. Pero makikita mo kahit chat message lang siya, Jerome, people are appreciating to receive, di ba? Yung random eh. Parang out of nowhere, bigla ka
Uh-huh.
nalang magte-thank you, bigla man nalang may sasabihin ka, right? Yes.
Yes.
So for all our friends
It's a
po,
good way,
if
especially in the pandemic.
yes, if that is something that you want to do, feel free to adapt because as in Laurus Enterprises, we only adapted it from this book. So, yes, we already have several friends in the comment section and we have some friends already watching us, Jerome. So, can I please request you for the benefit of those people na first time nila tayong mapapanood, Jerome, dito sa Manifest Master Inspire, can you please share to them? Sabi ni Angie Opa.
Mhm.
And hello, Miss Aurora, watching us from Bulacan once again. Can you please share to them what is Manifest Master Inspire all about, Jerome?
Sige. Here in Laurus Enterprises kasi, what we do is we do business learning events live, especially live, no? But since mastering their craft and right now inspiring their world. Yun, because they come from different industry, from business, author, trainers, marami. Even tonight, she's a doctor. Tonight, our guest over different industry to share their some inspiring word, their stories, some ideas and insight. Yun.
Yes, that is so true. And this woman who we are
Umam.
about chat or our interview. Yes, she's truly an amazing individual. I first met her, if I'm not kung if my memory serves me right, I've met her in 2018. So Coach Edwin Soriano connected her to us because she wanted to attend our Millionaire Mind Intensive back then, and then eventually after that she keeps on re-attending our events, and then nagvo-volunteer na rin siya madalas as a karma crew natin, Jerome. So ever since noon, she becomes a very prominent person in the Laurus community kasi she's always there whenever we are asking for help from the Laurus community, especially with regards to being karma crews.
Yeah,
Yan.
even small event natin, remember when we do M.M.I, she's one the testimony din doon sa M.M.I event natin.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it was beautiful. And I can't wait for our online audience to hear her story, to hear it directly from her because you guys are going to be blown away by her story. Mag-ready na po kayo ng panyo. Sinasabi ko na po sa inyo, baka po maingat
Tuwalya.
kayo. Tuwalya. Yung may blue and white ba to? Yung parang sa mga resort, Jerome?
Ah. Beach towel na yun.
Sobrang laki, no?
Okay.
Okay. Before we call her in, let us just greet first our friends right now who are already messaging us or putting their comments. Maraming salamat po. Oh, Christine Chua. Hi, sis. So nice to see you. Michelle
Hi, Kim.
Galoso. Hello. Good evening to you also. Yeah. So for the benefit po of our online audience, allow me to share to you some of the quote-unquote house rules that we have. So, from time to time po, we will be so that we can greet you guys, and we are encouraging you to please continue engaging with us through the comment section because in this virtual setup, it's the comment section po that serves as our communication channel so that we will know whether you are still enjoying or you're picking up something. So please feel free to write in the comment section any comments, aha moments that you have, or anything that you picked up from our special guest tonight, or even from Jerome and I. And also, because we know that we are in the Philippines and we have the best, as in the best internet providers in the whole wide world, pwede po talaga tayo magkaroon ng internet glitches. Just like now, kasi I can hear the rain. Sobrang malakas po, sobrang malakas po eh. 'Di ba? So, alam naman po natin konting ulan lang, how much more kapag sobrang malakas yung ulan, nagkakaroon po talaga ng internet glitch. So if ever that you lost us, don't worry, just stay there because we are definitely coming back. So just stay in Laurus Enterprises page. Also, Jerome, and for our online audience, I would highly recommend that aside from preparing your hanky, o sabi nga ni Jerome, your beach towel, kasi baka po maiyak kayo sa story later ng ating special guest, I would also want to tell you to prepare your dinner, your midnight snack, your coffee, and anything, all right? Because, Jerome, how many questions did we prepare for tonight?
Doon kay Coach Ron and Jeff, 12,000. Last week kay Dino is 8,000 something. So this time, pero baka magulat si Doktora. So this
Tingnan
one,
natin
nasa 8,000 pa rin.
8,439 to be exact. So yes, Doc Joanne, we will call you in a little while and we want to ask you, are you ready to answer 8,439 questions tonight? Because the truth is, hanggang bukas po talaga tayo dito. Okay? And I hope our online audience are also ready. But the good thing about that, Jerome, is that full pack. Marami talaga silang mapipick up na lessons, right?
Tama. Especially tonight. If you're a mom, tapos sometimes struggling yung parang balance sa life between work and yung family, this is the best person to, listen to yung story.
Yes, that's correct. Hi, Marce. Marce Jusil,
Hi,
our dear
JM.
friend from Singapore is watching. Hello, Marce. And of course, my sister from another mother, Charity. Hello, hello.
Hi,
Miss
Charity.
Judith. Judith is the business partner of Doc Joanne. Maraming salamat po. Oh,
Hi,
my
Judith.
DJ, Joanne, Jerome, and Joanne.
Awan.
Yes po. All right. So, Jerome, can you please share to us a little bit of information about our special guest before we call her in?
Sige, with pleasure. She is a wife to a very encouraging and supportive husband, a mother to three amazing, beautiful kids, age 11, 16, and 18. She's a God's servant. She's a God's servant, an eternal learner, a creative soul, and a unicorn and purple lover. So, pareho kayo, purple lover. She was a practicing emergency medicine physician for more than 12 years. When she chose to leave her medical profession in 2017 to pursue the things that matter the most and truly make her happy, like having quality time with her husband, homeschooling her kids, enjoying time with family and friends, connecting with different people, and dancing. So, my dancing ba tonight? We'll see.
Ano yung kinakanta ko kanina? It's better when I'm dancing. Yeah, yeah. Alam mo yun? Okay. Forget it.
Hindi, baka hindi ko panahon.
Yeah, I think kasi kahapon lang siya nauso. Joke lang.
Okay. Now, she's currently a happy and fulfilled homeschooling mom and an author of a book entitled The Mom Shift: How to Transform from a Struggling Mom to an Empowered Mom, and the founder of the Moms Uplifting Moms Club. And together with two other moms, she is on a mission to inspire, encourage, and empower moms to be their next level self. So they could be the great mom they were always meant to be. So without further ado, please help us welcome Doktora Joanne Tan.
Good evening, Joanna. Good evening, Jerome.
Hi, Doc Joanne.
Kinabahan ako sa sinasabi nyo. I'm so glad to be here. Good evening to everybody who's watching and here with us tonight.
Yes.
Wow.
Good evening, Doc. On behalf of the Laurus Enterprises, your family, we want to thank you once again for saying yes to the invitation. And just to share to our online audience po, the truth is, na-move po nang na-move yung schedule namin. And we're so glad lang. I'm so glad personally na open pa po yung calendar ni Doc Joanne. Kasi from Wednesday, na-move to Thursday, na-move to today, Tuesday, because of my activities. So maraming salamat for being so flexible, Doc. And also, I love your earrings.
Yes, kailangan i-match daw kita. Kaya nag-earrings rin ako ng dangling.
Bakit pala ako nag-earring din ako?
Jerome, dali kunin mo yung earrings mo, yung binigay ko sa'yo. Yung pink.
Ha? Pinalaba ko eh. Pinapatuyo pa.
Kasi sobrang mahaba. Kaya pinapatulabahan ni Jerome yung hikaw. Ayan. Maulan po ba dyan sa inyo, Doc? Kamusta po kayo?
It's actually medyo malakas yung rain, as in, sobra.
Kaya
Dito
nga
wala
eh,
pa.
Dito
dito
talaga,
sobrang
Parating pa lang.
dito
lakas.
malakas.
Yeah.
May hangin. So, we're on the 20th floor, so medyo dama talaga yung hangin. And ulan.
Wow.
Wow, ang taas. And let's hope na everything, especially our internet and the electricity as well, will be with us until matapos po tayo. Kasi Doc, we have 8,439 questions for you. So it's
Kinabahan
good
niya
po
ako eh.
na early dinner ka. Ready ka na po ba?
Yes, I'm so ready. Kahit parang kabado. For my Laurus family, sobrang love ko tong family na to. Kasi, uh, I love their mission. I love what they're doing. I love how they're changing a lot of lives. So, kahit na sobrang nakakatakot, parang I'd like to say no when they invite me and ask me to volunteer or speak in front of a lot of people. Unang impression ko talaga, unang pupasok sa isip ko talaga is a no. Pero because of my deeper why, because I love this family so much and how you've all supported me in my growth, it's a really 100% yes. So I'm glad to
Wow.
be here. I'm blessed.
Thank
Nice.
you.
Thank you so much. Heart, heart, heart.
Thank you for
Ayan. Oo. So, I believe marami pong mga nandito sa audience natin, Doc. Mga good friends mo rin po. And they are, like Michelle Galosa said, naka-ready na po ang tissue. Here, I'm telling you, towel. Please be ready with your towel. The tissue won't be enough. Leslie and Saban is already here. Hi, Leslie.
Hi,
We miss
Leslie.
you. O mga karma crew natin to Jerome and Doc. And also, Cecil Peralta. Sir Jerome, you're looking young. Hello to both of you. Miss Cecil, kung hindi niyo pa po alam, Jerome is the one and only K-pop chairman of the Philippines.
Yeah.
May kwento po kasi yung Doc kung bakit siya naging
Ah.
K-pop. One time po kasi pumunta siya dito sa show namin. As in yung bagong ayos yung hair niya. Tapos he looks like a K-pop na
Hindi
talaga.
bagong ayos, bagong ligo, basa pa yung buhok ko.
BTS ba?
Yung meeting.
Army.
Oo,
Oh.
BTS Army. So pagkakita ko, uy, opa, okay.
So, kasama ka doon sumasayaw?
Yes. Kailangan
Hindi marunong sumayaw, hindi marunong kumanta.
guys, wag kayong maniwala kay Jerome. Sobrang magaling. Kalkalin niyo po yung mga videos namin sa Laurus Enterprises. You'll see 1 or 2 videos po doon na sumayaw po si Jerome. Exclusive po yan. Hindi ko sasabihin kung ano para po i-check nyo lahat.
Pinag-delete ko na yung kay Sheila.
Akala mo lang deleted. So, all right. Because we have 8,439 questions for you, Doc, tonight. Shall we get started? Ready ka na po ba?
Yes, game na. Parang game show.
Yes, game na. All right. So for our online audience, I hope, sabi ni Sheila, i-play daw ba niya, Jerome?
Yes. Yes.
I told you, Jerome, kumari ko to. Alam mo naman to, sanggang dikit ko to eh.
Oo nga baka bigla i-play niya.
Ayan. So let's get started because our friends right now, for sure, they are so excited, Doc, to learn your story, how you transition your life from being a struggling mom to becoming a very empowered mom. And
Yes.
also, at the same time, how were you able to achieve all of these things that you are doing right now? Being from being a medical practitioner, going to taking good care of your family, spending so much time with your husband, and leading moms in this community of yours, and then writing your book, releasing your book in the middle, almost pandemic yun, di ba? Parang nung nilabas mo siya. So that is so empowering and it speaks a lot of your dedication and passion and commitment at the same time. So I believe our audience right now are ready to dig in and pick your brain, Doc.
Yan. Oh my gosh, I don't know where to start. Parang ang dami.
Sige, let me throw in yung...
1,000.
Sige, Jerome, Can you start the ball rolling? Eto na.
Okay, let me start with yung first question. Doktora, kasi I heard your story from sa M.M.I. You were one of the volunteer to share yung story mo sa M.M.I. to thousands of people, also in our M.M.E. and some other event. I'm really touched yung story mo because from, you're a successful physician, tapos parang you
Mm.
gave up just for the family. So can you tell us the story behind everything?
Yeah. So I always dreamt of being a physician. Actually, marami akong dreams before. So, President of the Philippines, akong
Wow.
tignan. Actually talaga, as in doctor, dentist, lawyer, as in more of talagang service. Service talaga yung root of all my dreams. And then, but eventually, parang yun nga, doctor is, yun yung pinakan, that became close to me. And I became an emergency medicine physician. And I've been serving, yun nga, as an emergency medicine physician for 12 years. But during that time, kasi, yun nga, when I started my residency, yun nga, I love the service, I love being the ER, I love giving care to other people. But then, when I became a mom, it was during my first year residency, when I became a mom first. Um, Nung first time ko nabuntis, syempre nung nakita ko yung baby ko, parang, oh my gosh, parang iba yung iba yung feeling of having a child and staying at home and really taking care. But after 3 months, I had to go back to the emergency room and really just, yun nga, continue studying and honing my skill as an emergency physician. But then, in my mind, I had this notion na, okay, I can be a perfect mom. I can be a perfect mom. I can balance being an emergency medicine physician, residency, training, and then consultant, and then bringing up my kids. And then,
Mm.
in my mind, I had this perfect picture na, yan, kaya ko yan, kaya balance pagdating sa bahay, kahit pagod, sige, alaga ng bata, kaya, and everything went well. Eventually, when they went to school already, I became also active in the PTA because I said, since most of the time I'm not at home, para ma-balance ulit siya yung pagkawala ko sa bahay, mag-active ako sa PTA. So I can see my kids um, in their school. So imagine mo, 3 kids active sa PTA, all my 3 kids going on 24-48 hours duty. And then
Mm.
I wanted also to balance yung family life and my spirituality. So I became also active in our community with the Feast Green Hills and
Wow.
really trying to really make the most of my time and service to my kids, community, family, kay God, and then my profession as an ER physician. Parang in my mind, kulang pa yung pagiging ER physician ko or doctor in profession dun sa service na binibigay ko. And eventually, I
Mm.
thought I was doing so well. I thought I had everything in my hands. I thought that, yun nga, parang I was a perfect mom. Everybody was saying na parang, how, Jo, paano mo nababalance yun? Parang ang galing-galing mo. After duty, uwi ka, tulog ka lang sandali, go to school, attend PTA meetings hanggang 12 midnight, um, tapos meetings for events, create the events of the family days, and then Sunday, nandun ka sa feast. You're also the youth coordinator kasama ng husband mo. So, ang dami. Tapos sabi ko, actually, yun nga, if we really want it, we can. We can really
Mm.
do it. Yung 24 hours is a lot of time for us to do all the things that we want to. So in my mind, sobrang wow, ang galing. Parang I was already fulfilling most of my dreams. But because siguro I was giving so much in the hospital, sa school, sa sa community, pag-uwi, yun nga, parang sobrang tired, I'd run dry. And then
Mm.
may times na yung mga things that don't bring me joy, like when yun nga, I'll study with my kids and then they won't follow me or hindi kaagad because I was always in a hurry dahil syempre yun nga, limited yung schedule, yung time. So I would
Mm.
get mad at them. And then I slowly turned into a shouting monster mom. And little by little, I didn't actually realize it. I just thought that it was normal kasi pagod and then parang I was always in a hurry so they had to follow my schedule. So pag uwi, tara, study na tayo. If they didn't want, I would get mad and shout and sometimes nga ang tawag sa akin nga yan, ng husband ko and then my kids was, ayan na, she released the Kraken. O, andyan na si Kraken. So,
Oh.
eventually, initially, they would laugh about it. But for me, deep inside, it was really hurting. Hurting na parang, "Fox, why would they call me a Kraken? And don't they know na parang I've already balancing everything, helping sa finances, being a doctor, um, going home, trying to be the best mom, serving, etc. Parang making everything meet. And then they call me a Kraken. And then there was one time, so I thought, yun nga, because outside, other people saw me as parang, wow, ang galing niya. Galing niya, super mom, ganyan. So ako naman parang sa taas ang self-esteem ko. Pero pagdating sa bahay pala, nagka-transform nga ako, nagiging Kraken, nagiging monster mom, shouting mom. Hindi ko na-realize yun kasi akala ko nga I was doing what I should be perfectly. Kasi yun nga, mas maraming naririnig ko from the outside. I didn't
Oo.
really hear what the people inside the house was really telling me until one time when I was um telling my son to do something. So nagsisigawan na kami kasi nga ayaw niya sumunod because I was in a hurry. Pagod na ako, gusto kong matulog, pero we had to study, etc. So I shouted at him and then he went to his room. And then nung nakonsensya ako na parang ba't ayaw niya lumabas, punta ako sa room pala, ano ba ginagawa mo dyan? Yun, nakita ko na yun, he was holding a Swiss knife. And then I was asking him na parang, what are you doing? Why are you holding that? And then he said that because you do not love me. And then
Mm.
it struck me na parang, what? Of all the things I've been doing for you, for the family, you tell me that you feel that I don't love you. Yeah, because
Mm.
you're always shouting, you're always mad. You're always getting mad at me. And noong time yun, strict parent ako. So, yeah, to be honest, yan, with all vulnerability and authenticity, yun, namamalo ako kasi doon ako, lumaki akong ganun na pinapalo ako. So, yun, pinapalo ko din sila. And I thought that
Mm.
was the norm or yung
Yes.
tama. I didn't know anything other else. And then when he told me na yun nga, he wanted to die because mommy doesn't love me. At a young age of 9 years old, it really hit me. And during that time, parang masakit. And then we just prayed and I talked to him and told him, no, I really love you, but there's a lot of things and this is my way of expressing. But syempre, in a child's mind, he couldn't understand it. And then
Exactly.
later on, parang I just, parang, in my mind, parang hindi. Parang discipline pa rin. Sige, try a little more na to be more patient, ganyan. But the pressures of being an ER physician, syempre habang tumataas yung rank, mas maraming pressure, mas matagal na ako sa ER nag-duty and then come back, daming responsibilities pa rin sa school, tapos lumaki na yung kids ko. Nung time na yun, yan nga, syempre nagkakaisip na siya na syempre ayaw niya nang pakamatay because he loves what's happening in school, his world, etc. Nung medyo lumaki na siya, 12 years old, we went into a fight again. Kasi yun nga, parang hindi pa rin ako nagbabago. I was still the hurried mom, follow me, do this, do that, when I was at home. Outside, puro service. So, sobrang ibang-iba. And then,
Mm.
nung nag-away kami, because he didn't want to follow also, maybe because he was tired from school, pero ako kasi I was in a hurry, and parang I was also tired, parang, at saka yung notion na, I'm the mom, you're the kid, listen. Parang follow me. So, nagka-argument, and then parang nabato niya ako ng papel, and then yun na, I fumed up, and then yun na, away-away, as in, to the point na, yun nga, parang he really got mad, and he said again, na parang, you know that in this house, nobody loves you. Mas maganda nga na parang lumayas ka
Mm.
na lang dito eh. And it was
Correct.
really parang, what? Tapos I was telling him na parang, hindi mo ba alam na yung pinagagagawa ko? Lahat
Mhm.
lahat ng to para yun nga, sacrifice for you to have a better life, etc., to have what you want. And I couldn't really understand. And then that day, I left the house. I left, and lumayas ako nang walang may alam. Went to a hotel, and I really wanted to end my life. Because I said na parang, I've done everything, tried everything. In my mind, I thought I was the perfect mom. In my mind, I thought that I was the super mom, a mom that a kid would really want to have. But I couldn't understand bakit hindi ganun yung result. na lumalabas.
Mm.
And I couldn't
Mm.
understand how was it? Kasi parang sobrang close ko naman kay God. Kasi I'm giving service naman. Parang, Lord, bakit? Hindi ko siya maintindihan. And then, I really wanted to end my life during those 5 days. But on the last day, nag-text yung bunso ko. And then he said na parang, Mom, it's my birthday today. Where are you? You promised me a toy. This toy na pinapahanap niya. I think Robin. Yeah, si Robin nung time na yon. And then, if you don't go home, if you don't go home now, you're also gonna fail this child. So do you want to be another failure? Umuwi ka na. Parang ganyan. And just
Mm.
swallow your pride and just go home and make amends. Change, ganyan. So, sobrang hirap nun as a mom na parang aminin na ikaw yung mali. Tapos uwi na.
Mm.
And to think,
Yes.
parang sinisigawan, diba? Parang ganyan. But I went home. And then pag uwi ko, yung son ko, wala. Parang nothing happened to him. Na parang, a matter of fact lang niya yung sinabi niya and then nothing. Kasi parang I'm still the mom and he still loves me. But maybe mali lang yung way. But I couldn't understand. So, it was hard. And then, I tried seeking help for him. Ito ang funny. I tried seeking coaches for him, for my son, because I thought
Oo.
he had anger management. So I thought siya yung may problema. But when I attended one of the what anong tawag doon? Seminars, NLP seminars of Coach Edwin actually. Sabi ko, I'm gonna get a package for my son. I want to get a coaching package for my son. Tapos
Mm.
one of the coaches said, ilan taon na ba yung son mo, Doc? Tapos I got 12. And this is the one that struck me. Mommy, actually, sa mga kids na ganitong age, 12 years old, who are still young, it's the mom who needs coaching. Oh my gosh, sobrang sakit noon for me, for my pride, na parang, naiyak ako, sorry. Na parang, in my mind, I thought, everything, I was doing good, doing my best, and then, sasabihin ng isang coach na parang, ikaw yung may problema eh. Ikaw yung may problema.
Mm.
Ha? Parang how can that happen? Na parang ako pa yung may problema, ako nang yung nag-a-adjust, 'di ba? But then I sought and and swallowed my pride again and said, sige, I will try. I will try the coaching. Then I attended it.
Mm.
And then my perception started shifting. And then that's when I went into personal development seminars. Yon, I stumbled on M.M.I. Kasi parang I was searching for something na I didn't
Mm.
know. I was searching for answers. I didn't want, ayoko palakihin yung problem. I didn't want to bring my child to a psychologist, psychiatrist because baka meds lang. Alam mo yan? And then, yun nga, ang lakas kasi nung tama nung sinabi sa akin na parang, it's not him who needs coaching, it's you. It's the mom.
Mm.
And I really had to search why me? Why me? Then when I attended M.M.I. and then Quantum Leap, that's when I realized for my world to change, I had to change.
Yes.
And that's when my shift started. When I started to realize that all the people around me only mirrored who I am. So like when I
Mm.
was outside in the ER, sobrang bait ko. Kaya everybody around me, sobrang bait, loves me. In the school, ganun. Pero pagdating ko sa bahay na sobrang monster mom, syempre, all the people around me also respond to me in the same way. Diba? Na parang kahit na parang um they would like to respond to me in a loving way, they couldn't kasi ang init ng ulo ko na parang every small detail nila isang mali ng kids ko, I would shout at them, punish them. And then yun, when I started changing, when I started applying what I've learned in M.M.I, akala ko it's all about money. No, it wasn't, sobra. It wasn't about money. Yung pinaka millionaire mind doon is really yung treasure of my heart, a treasure of my life, of learning more about myself and really changing my mindset to change my world. And as I slowly change, really, as it became very clear to me that I had to lessen my duty, I had to focus on my kids, I had to repair what was strained.
Mm-mm.
Sobrang andun na yung, Lord, choose. I had to choose. Andun na, I had to choose. Profession, with all the prestige and everything, and the swell that comes with it, the monetary, everything, financial stability, or drop it and just focus on my kids and mend it. But I knew that as a mom, what matters the most for me is my family, my kids.
Mm-mm.
And maybe yun nga, when I decided that, sige, parang may isang nag-trigger lang in the hospital na event, and then dun ko na-realize na parang, why am I fighting so hard to be good here in the hospital, to do good in the wherein at home, hindi siya loving, hindi siya of service. And then I realized, sige, I'll quit my profession and focus on my kids. And 3 months
Mm-mm.
after of doing nothing at home, oh my gosh, it was such a burden for me. I was crying almost every day, didn't know what to do. Parang I would wake up the kids, they'll go to school, I'll be alone in the house, I'll be crying, sitting on the table. But every time that my son would come home, I'll be sitting in the dining table and he would sit in front of me. And our
Mm-mm.
conversation would start. And then that's when I noticed na parang, oh my gosh, when I'm here, when I'm open at home, that's when the conversation flows. That's when my son sees that, hey, mom is here. She loves me. She's open for me. She's waiting for me. Hindi kagaya
Mm-mm.
na dati na pag-uwi, ay wala. Pag nagkasakit siya, actually, ang nag-aalaga sa kanila is my husband. So as an ER
Mm-mm.
physician, pag nagkakasakit yung kids ko at home, wala. Iba yung inaalagaan ko. Or they would go to the ER, pero they would stay in the quarters, pero ako, I would be tending to another person. And hindi
Mm-mm.
talaga, say, sige, dyan ka lang, kaya mo yan. Parang, alam mo yan, parang, but yun nga, my kids needed my presence. And
Yes.
that sentence talaga nung sinabi na, not him who needs coaching, it's you. And it really struck me. And that's when my personal development started and my shift. So I tried to find answers. Yeah, and that's
Yes.
where M.M.I, Quantum Leap really helped me. And yeah, all the seminars of Laurus, lahat ng actually, kaya sobrang love na love ko ang Laurus. Sobra. And a lot are asking nga na parang, you're a doctor, why you volunteering? Parang dami mong binibigay ng oras dyan. Why not? Because I'm learning a lot. And I've learned a lot more, especially when I'm in the position of saying na I don't know anything, teach me. When my cup
Mm.
is empty and I learn from other people, that's when life is more fulfilling for me. And I know that every day I love learning, I love reading, I love observing other people. And yun, that's siguro ang haba, sorry. And that's my journey.
No, it's okay na mahaba, Doc, kasi we're enjoying, but at the same time, we're really learning from from your pain, 'di ba? Sabi nga in life, it's either you are winning or you are learning. And right now, we're actually learning from your story. I've heard this once, when you shared this in Millionaire Mind Intensive 2019, if I'm not mistaken. That was the first time that you openly shared it to all the participants. And the beautiful thing about that is your son was there, right? Yes. So can you tell us more about that, Doc? Yung moment na yon, because clearly hindi talaga madedenay that there was so much pain, and you together with your son and the entire family nag-undergo kayo ng so much pain and sadness, and then it was a long way to healing. But looking at you right now with all those pictures that you are posting in social media, and at the same time going back dun sa moment when you were on stage and you were sharing this story of yours to around 1,000 people in the room, and your son was there, what were you feeling back at that moment, Doc?
Actually, sobra siyang amazing. You know why, Joanna? When I started attending yun, M.M.I, and then I saw the value of it, I told myself, I will bring my family here. Kahit ayaw nila, isa-isa ko silang dadalhin. So I started, it was me first, and then parang the next one was my husband, and then my mom with my daughter, and then the last one was with my son. And that was the day when you asked me to share on stage. And it was siguro
Joke,
God's grace
joke
na
cut lang. Lagi kitang pinupush, no? So, sorry, ah.
sobra as in, Joanne. At tapos ano siya, siguro alam mo yung timing lang na parang, oh my gosh, parang, alam mo yung, I feel na I'm not worthy to be on stage because, syempre, it haunts me na I'm not a, naiyak ka, na I'm not a perfect mom. But for you to tell me to go on stage, share, and in front of my son for the first time, iba yon. It was full circle. Na for me to stand in front of a lot of people, na inamin ko na ayun nga, it was my fault, and it wasn't all about him, it was all about me. And him hearing it, kahit na ayaw niya tumayo nung sinabi ko he's there, he was shy. Iba yon, iba yung blessing that it brought. And actually may kwento nga kasi parang we just did UPW virtual together as a family. And then,
Wow.
ang funny nga nun is, pinipilit ko sila, ang hirap nung time, di ba? So, 11 p.m. hanggang morning. And hindi
Europe.
sila sanay. Yeah. Hindi sila sanay. So, ako lang ang sanay, the ER physician, di ba? So, ang sungit ko na parang, bakit tulog kayo? Parang ganyan. And then after parang day 2, parang sige na, hayaan mo na. Parang they would just come exactly during the time that they need to. Parang ganyan. And then,
Mm-mm.
parang ito, so I started doing the mom's club, and then nakikita ng mga kids ko and they hear me talk about life, about changes, about my change. Yung talagang me, it's not more of them eh. It's me. Ang ang cute nun kasi isang beses I was having dinner and then my son was in front of me and then bigla kami nagkaroon ng 2-hour talk kasi about yun nga, girlfriend, girlfriend, manligaw, etc., etc. And then nagulat ako kasi usually for an 18-year-old, usually ayaw niya ikwento yan sa mommy. Parang 'di ba? Parang nahiya,
Yeah.
etc. But especially with us na parang we had a parang strained relationship. Pero now we're more open. He says I love you. He sat down and then we were talking about yan, the girl and then yung panligaw and then how he wants to court and then I said, parang sabi ko, oh, so, na-meet na natin yung parents. Na-meet mo na yung parents online. Anong sabi sa'yo? Sabi niya, actually sabi niya, parang I'm a good, what do you call it? I'm a good person. I'm religious. Tas, naiyak na ako na parang sabi ko, oh my gosh, I think I've still done something right. Sabi ko ganyan. Kahit na in spite of the pain that I've caused you, that's what I told him. Tapos, naiyak na ako, sobra akong iyak na iyak. Tapos sabi niya, Mom, I wouldn't be the person I am right now kung hindi nangyari, sorry, kung hindi nangyari lahat ng process of healing and of pain and healing. And now I understand why. I understand why, and I'm thankful that you are my mom. When he said that, sobra akong iyak ako na iyak. Tapos sabi ko, parang, oh my gosh, why are you letting me cry? Tapos sabi niya, why are you crying? Tapos sabi ko, no, this is more of tears of joy because then I just said na parang, yun nga, I feel that I'm very sorry for the pain that I've caused you, for screaming at you, making you feel na parang I don't love you, ganyan, etc. Tapos, sabi niya, no mom, it's okay. Because now I know and I understand that you love me and that yun nga, you didn't know during that time kung ano yung tamang gawin because of the pressure of everything. But I am the person I am now because of you. Tapos sobrang, ano yung parang, gusto ko hallelujah Lord. Parang, gusto ko kumanta in front of him but I was just crying tears of joy because it was a revelation for me that it was worth it. Everything that I've gone through, all the pain, all the changes, yung paghihirap ng pag-shift, ang hirap mag-shift eh, di ba? Ang hirap mag-shift world na ikaw yung mag-a-adjust to everything and then, syempre, the process of really being mindful and intentional in everything that you do because you know that it will affect everybody around you.
Mm-mm.
And it was really hard for me, ha. And sabi ko nga parang, why do I need to do this? Pwede naman ako nag-ER na lang, masaya naman ako doon. But Yun
Oo.
nga, I knew my deepest why, and I wanted to I wanted to live a life of happiness, fulfillment, knowing that the love that I gave to my kids is something that they will always remember. And yun, sobra akong grateful talaga.
It
Yeah, Doc,
is.
I have a
Grabe,
question.
Doc, go
Yes,
Yeah.
ahead.
Yes, kasi sometimes, especially relationship between parents and child, 'di ba kunyari, we're so used to yung kunyari yung previous gano'n, away, sigawan, ganun. Tapos suddenly you change. Pero yung transition, it's not easy. It's really hard because even try to do the right things, aware ka na in everything, but still yung notion ng, ganun naman dati si will trigger back eh.
yeah.
How are you able to process that? Kasi hindi madali eh, as far as I know.
Yeah, so actually it was more of the change had to come from me. So there were times when I would be more, alam ko na kung ano yung trigger words ko that he would get mad. So may
Mm.
times na parang iwasan ko na yon, or masasabi ko siya parang yung time na I started shifting and went into personal development and went into coaching with Coach Edwin and all my what do you call this coaches, life coaches. Yun nga, I became more intentional, more mindful of the small things in life. So sobra ako nag-observe parang, okay, why would he get mad at me now? Or what did I do na parang change my day to day? Parang ganyan. So alam ko na kung ano yung trigger words ko. So sometimes I would say, ano ba, ba't ang tagal-tagal mo? Parang ang tamad-tamad mo gumalaw. Parang ganyan. And that's a
Mm-mm.
trigger word. Parang, wait lang ma'am. Parang, I also have something to do. Hindi lang ikaw. Parang kasi he was studying or may gusto ko. Pero ako kasi every time na mag-utos ako, parang gusto ko now. Kasi ER, diba sanay ako parang, now, hurry, hurry. So even the house, parang when I say something, now, parang ganyan. And yun yung napansin ko. So every time they would not move, I would get mad na parang, hey, parang tamad mo. Pero actually, hindi naman talaga tamad. Parang, kasi naman, hey mom, I'm doing something, wait lang. Parang, let me finish this. And parang ganyan. So I became more, ako yung mas nag-let go. Ako yung
Mm.
naglagay ng mindset na parang, okay, these are the things that I will not put energy on. So meron na ako ng mga non-negotiables na parang, okay, eto, pag pinansin ko to, a lot of energy mo mawawala sa akin, tapos wala namang mangyayari, okay, hayaan ko na. So what I did is, nagkaroon na lang kami ng agreement between my son. Parang, there are things, if I, parang these are the things that I think that you are lazy with. So I say my word, and then he would explain, and then he would say, but can I do this? So meron
Mm.
kami parang compromise, and
Yes.
meron na kami usapan on, kunwari like me. So ngayon napapansin ko, like especially pandemic, um, iba na yung time zone ng tulog and everybody. So yan, mas puyat sila. So they're not awake in the morning. Tapos ako gising parang ganyan. So sometimes breakfast, lunch, hindi kami sabay-sabay. Nung first few months of the pandemic, sobra ako nagagalit kasi I would prepare and then nobody will eat. Kasi everybody was asleep. So ngayon, nagkaroon na kami ng arrangement na okay, what will be important is dinner. Dinner, dapat nandito tayong lahat. Breakfast, lunch, I'm okay na wala. So, mindset ko na in my mind na, okay, hindi ka dapat magalit kung wala sila sa breakfast or dinner. But make sure that, yun nga, kung ano yung gusto mo, you make an agreement with them that they were there ng dinner. So, yun, when they're not there in dinner, yun nga, I can get mad or and remind them. Pero yung pagiging mad ko na is just more of reminding them na, hey, ito yung usapan natin, ito yung agreement. So, parang ganon. So, nagkaroon na talaga ng shift from me. Actually, it's more of me. And then, ang sobrang ganda na is when I started to shift, nag-shift na rin sila.
Mm.
Yun yung
Mm.
okay doon eh. Na parang parang I can see it eh. Na nag-shift sila. Parang, oh wow, okay, kusa na siyang tumatayo. Iba na yung way
Yes.
how he talks to me. He
Mhm.
hugs me more. He says, I love you. Parang ganyan. He
Mm.
opens conversation. So, ang dami. And
Yes.
you're gonna realize na yun nga, as a mom, everything in the house really starts from the mom. Now, if the mom is not happy and the mom is grumpy and the mom is busy, everybody in the house, dama yun. It ripples. But if the
Yes.
Mhm.
mom is happy and the mom is doing has self-love, doing what she loves, kahit hindi niya sabihin sa kids, it ripples. And they mirror everything. So yun yung
Mm-mm.
napansin ko.
Yeah, so it's basically like saying, Joanne, na a happy mom and wife is equals to a happy life, really, right?
Actually, sobra.
Yes,
Sobra.
and it's Oo. Also, Jerome, I remember, because right now, di ba, I'm consuming this, I've been reading over and over, also listening over and over to the 12 pillars of Jim Rohn, wherein yung pillar number 3 niya with regards to the importance of relationship. It's like you are the gardener of your own garden. If the garden is full of weeds, so it only says the what kind of tending or care that you are providing in that garden of yours. But so it's your responsibility to pull out the weed and replace it with better plants para hindi siya mag-grow with all this weed. So yeah, thank you so much for sharing all of those information, Doc. You know what? Ang ganda ng story mo. I believe kulang yung buong magdamag para pag-usapan natin kung papaano ka nakapag-shift, being a struggling mom to becoming an empowered woman. And we now could see talaga when you were mentioning na it's all because of these trainings that you attended, and at the same time you were saying a while ago na it was your ego, parang sinipa, ang sakit sa pakiramdam, and yet you were vulnerable enough to accept na, yeah, maybe I'm going back dun sa sinabi mo na for my world to change, I have to change because really, nagsisimula talaga yon sa isa sa sayo sa atin. Meaning in to myself. If I want changes to happen in my life, then I should be the very first person to change. And I love yung may naalala akong quote, the darkest night produces the brightest stars. So, yung moment ninyo nung anak ninyo, yung all those pains, yung hanggang gusto niya na mag-suicide, hanggang umalis ka ng bahay mo because you felt unloved and unwelcome by your family, those are your darkest night. And right now, you are seeing this beautiful bright star that you are together with your entire family because of all the challenges that you went through. Para kayong diamond in the rough, na sobra kayong pinanday nung sobrang init, right? Tapos ngayon, you're shining brightly like a big star. So another question that I have for you, Doc, because we are in this pandemic and you have 3 kids. You are a mom to 3 kids, 18, 16, and 11. Tama po ba yung naalala ko? Yes. So my question would be in relation to the virtual
Yes.
setup na ng education right now natin. So because the pandemic made a lot of moms realize, actually not just moms, many parents, that homeschooling on a virtual setup is actually a viable option for the personal development of kids. Yet some moms are still trying to find ways to adapt to that kind of setup. So being a mom, and right now you're a full-time mom, and then you're doing all of these things on the side. So how are you adapting you and your kid to the virtual learning? And what would be your advice to fellow moms on how they can also adapt to the setup that we have right now? Kasi we believe, according sa mga naririnig namin, the effect of this COVID-19 pandemic, it's still going to last until next year or baka worst case scenario, 2024. Although there are already talks na parang the government is already considering yung magkaroon ng live ulit or face-to-face ulit na setup. Pero right now, marami na nag-a-adapt talaga sa virtual setup. So kayo, Doc, paano po nag-adapt yung buong pamilya mo, especially yung 3 kids mo?
Because of what I've gone through, and the personality development and personal development progress that I had, I believe that my kids want the choice, or I can give them the choice of choosing how they want to learn. Kasi sabi ko, yun nga, so my kids study in exclusive schools here in the
Mm-mm.
metro. And then, nung nag-pandemic, we told them this is what's So we nag-family meeting kami. Tapos I told them that this is what's happening. So pandemic, so wala nang school na face to face. Everything will be virtual. Tapos if you're gonna stay in your school, it's gonna be ganito. So wake up pa rin 7 o'clock, and then there's a schedule. You have to be online, sabay-sabay kayo. So I showed them the picture of what a typical day would be if they would still be in their school. And then we gave them another option. Now, there's another option if you go homeschooling. Homeschooling, more or less, you're free. You're free to study on your own, whatever time. Madaling araw ba yan? Kung saan ka mas awake, saan mas gising yung diwa mo and everything. And then
Mm.
we spoke to them and individually and asked them, how would you learn better? Would you want to follow and still go to your traditional school wherein pandemic at home, wake up, bihis, parang even when you're at home, uniform, sit down, classroom style, cannot move. So we actually allow them to go to the trials pa nga of the school. And then, in-evaluate namin mag-asawa yung learning style of each student. I am of each kid. And then later on, we ask individually, parang, what's your decision? So, ako initially, sabi ko, if ako, I would rather go that you go homeschool because one is, so I was thinking na in a condo, na sabay-sabay, so more practical, in a condo, sabay-sabay nag-wifi online, ang hirap nun, agawan. So, marinig ko na, Mom, I need help. Parang, may internet, laging ganyan, Mom, can you fix this? Tapos kahit na wala naman ako magagawa, parang, Mom! So, lahat ng Mom! So, nakita ko na parang, mapipressure ako nun. So, iinit na naman yung ulo ko. Parang hindi ko kaya yung pressure. So, sinasabi ko na sa kanila na that can happen. So, and alam nyo naman na hindi naman lahat ng sagot alam ko. So, since matatanda na kayo, you have to do troubleshooting. Parang ganyan. And then after nun, sabi ko, at the same time is, kung nasa isang place lang kayo, magkahiwalay, and magkasama sa isang room ng dalawa, magkakarinigan kayo sabihin, so kaya nyo ba ba yan? Ganyan. And then, sabi ko, yung pressure of, kunwari may maingay na classmate, like kunwari doon sa grade 5, maingay na classmate na sa Zoom, and then he cannot concentrate, kaya ba? So I gave them choices, and then they chose to go homeschooling. And then initially, yung sa homeschooling, ako as a mom, I had a notion na parang I just brought the school home. Pero hindi pala ganon. When you bring your child into homeschooling, it's really freedom. You can pwedeng hindi mo sundin kung ano yung way how the teachers teach or the school teaches the curriculum to the child. Pwede siyang live lessons and then adopt kung ano yung nasa curriculum. Pwede siyang practical stuff of, yun nga, going to the supermarket and then teaching, etc. or planting. So, ang dami. And that one was also a process for me because sobra akong parang dekahon. Parang doktor, di ba? So, dekahon, this is what you do, etc. So, in school also, this is what you do, this is how you teach. And ako, when I was growing up, ganun rin na parang my mom would say, when you wake up, you have to go to school, and pag uwi mo, study. So, meron talagang plan. But pagdating ng homeschool, there's more freedom. Parang, I had to strip down everything and make it very simple. Na in such a way that I also have to ask them, how do you want to learn this? What do you want to do? So even with the projects, kunwari, Magellan, there's a grade 5 kid Jacob. Pero, there's a project on Magellan. How do you want to do it? Eh, since mahilig siya mag-Minecraft, which is hindi ko matanggal, so kesa mag-away kami, sabi ko, okay, can you create a project using Minecraft related to Magellan? Tapos, yun nga, lumabas yung creativity. So, there are a lot of creative ways on how to teach. So, siguro sa mga moms, it's more of really just stripping off the notion of what is the school brought home if you're gonna go homeschooling. And now that it's virtual, there's a lot of things to consider because sometimes is your child really learning pag online? Or would it be better na ikaw yung magturo, guide them, or let them study? Kasi our kids right now are very smart. They
Yes.
can learn anything on their own.
Yeah.
And sometimes nga, mas marami pa sila natutunan on their own and outside. And then you just guide them and then discuss with them kesa kung ano yung tinuturo sa school and curriculum. So
Yes.
because of what I've learned through personal development and everything that I've learned outside of the school classroom, medyo radical change na yung mindset ko na with learning. I'm allowing my kids na whatever their choice is. So like this year, I asked my kids, do you want to still go homeschooling or you want to go back to traditional? So yung isa, mom, I don't want homeschooling because masyadong free. Gusto ko may pressure ng teacher. Gusto ko may classmate ako na yung kinukulit ako sa group work, etc., etc. So, yung daughter ko went back. And then I said, sige, then search for a school that you think you'll be um, happy with. So, siya yung naghanap lahat from what school, what curriculum, etc. Not as in, sobrang pinakita na lang sa amin na parang, mom, this is where I wanna go. In UAMP, may 6-year program from grade 11 to masters. Tapos ako parang, wow, may ganon. Parang I didn't know about. So, siya yung alam mo yung parang sobrang naturuan sila maging independent and very creative on how they want to learn. So they already know how. Nung dating nasa exclusive school siya, hirap na hirap siya with math. But when she went into homeschooling, sobrang nagulat ako, wow, 90? Wow, galing! Tapos kahit siya nagulat ako, 90, mom, I got a 90, parang ganyan. So, it's
Oo.
not, kasi yun nga, it's really, what I love about homeschooling is there's a different criteria on how you grade your kids. It's not really on the, if it's right or wrong. It's more,
Mm.
how did he get there? Paano yung way na nakuha niya yung sagot, yung creativity that comes out, basta ma-explain niya, pwede mong bigyan ng extra points. And then mas ma-integrate yung curriculum to an activity, a game, a presentation, pasok na siya. And ang galing because it really gives out the creativity of the child. And that's what
Yes.
education should really be. Diba? Kasi
Yeah.
it's more about life lessons and being ang tawag doon, creative, courageous, trying new stuff. And hindi, yun nga, I've been serving in the schools of my kids for actually more than 10 years also. And I've been fighting for that na ibang-iba. I'm sorry if there are
Mm.
teachers here, administrators, but yun nga, parang, I know that the world is changing and we really have to adapt. We really have
Yes.
to adapt because the kids are really changing very fast. And
Mm.
parang yun nga, in relation to motherhood and schooling, yun nga um, parang hindi ko na kayang ibigay sa kanila ano yung notion ng schooling for me. Kung ano yung tinuro sa akin noon, na ibigay sa kanila or let them follow. I really have to
Yes.
adjust and see how is my son learning? How will he learn and then bring this to life? How can he adopt? So,
Mm.
medyo radical talaga ako na if kunwari dumating yung son ko sa time na, Mom, I don't wanna go to college and I just wanna learn or online, etc. Maybe, yun nga, we would discuss and I'll be open.
Okay.
It depends eh.
Yes.
But, syempre,
Oo.
if he goes for a profession, then maybe he really has to go to school or a university. Pero, kung like about business or other things, pwedeng hindi eh. There's a lot of ways to learn outside of the school. So, medyo radical ako pagdating sa idea. And my mom's
Yes.
watching. My mom's
Oo, not
watching.
discounting naman, not discounting the benefits of schooling, but we all know, especially right now that we are in this age, Doc, I believe, na although I'm not a mom yet, we all know that, there are far greater lessons that we can learn outside of school, right?
Yes. At saka,
Yes, and also, yes,
alam mo, Joanna, ang sobrang ganda ngayon kasi yan nga eh. So, we're in the self-education revolution right now. And
mm-mm,
a lot of people love to learn from other people. And
correct,
we learn faster from that. And
yes,
sometimes those there are teachers who teach um yun nga, curriculums pero hindi pa nila pala na-apply. So sometimes we look for those teachers or mentor or actually even ordinary people who have already applied what do you call this, the concept, tapos na-try na nila, tapos doon tayo naniniwala. So there's really a change na big time. And our kids are looking for that. They're looking for more proof. So ako, hirap na hirap ako. So parang, Mom, why is, ang dami mga tanong eh, parang, why are the people, ayun, bakit, eto hindi ko masagot, parang bakit daw ang dami ng tawag dun sa, yan nga, yung LGBT community, etc. Parang bakit ang daming names explain ko, parang it's so hard to explain. Tapos yun nga, ang ganda nun is because my daughter, siya yung nag-explain sa amin, parang, okay, now I understand. And then you don't do, how did you know that? Because mom, it's all over. We talk about it. Tapos like, wow. Parang alam mo, ang galing lang. Kung
Mm.
dati, parang
Kasi yung
naka-close
mga
tayo.
bata, opo, kasi right now kasi talaga the kids right now, they have this open access to the technology. So sometimes mas nauna pa talaga nilang nalalaman yung mga kasi we're busy working, we're busy with our husband or our wives or the other things, how to provide for the family. So yung mga bata, busy sila kumbaga they have more time to really research on things kaya na-expound din talaga yung wisdom nila or yung ano ba yung nakikita nila from the real world. Kaya ganun sila ka-inquisitive, ganun grabe sila magtanong right now. Tsaka natutuwa ako sa mga bata ngayon, ang gagaling mag-English. As in,
Yes.
mauubukan ka sometimes, right? Tapos yung diction, yung pronunciation nila, sobrang gaganda talaga. Ibang-iba. Compared to
At saka, and it's not really just English alone eh. Even other languages. Korean, because of the K-pop. Diba?
yes,
The
the
Korean. And then,
revolution.
magugulat na lang ako like my son, yung youngest, biyang, Mom, I'm studying Spanish. Ako parang, why? I just want. So, okay, parang, okay, fine. So, parang speaking Spanish niya ako, parang, parang ganyan. So, parang, na-amaze ako na parang, without even telling them, they are willing to learn if we just let them. So, sometimes
Correct.
kasi, it's the mom who hinders their learning because of how we perceive na dapat nilang yung how education should be given to
No,
them.
no prejudice to the to the not only moms naman, sometimes even the dads.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the parents both, right? So, correction, ano lang po, we're not saying na yung mom ang laging may problema, all right?
Siyempre, hindi ko masabi yung dad kasi hindi ako dad. So,
Yes.
ako ko lang yung akin.
This is Doc's take because she's
Yes.
speaking from her own opinion. Pero kasi sometimes talaga there are minsan both parents, minsan si tatay, minsan si nanay naman yung nagiging problema. Depende din talaga kung ano. Tama yung sinabi mo kanina, Doc, eh. We all learned this from Millionaire Mind Intensive also, eh. And all the many trainings that we attended na kung ano yung kinalakihan natin, the kind of upbringing that our parents showed us and then all the lessons that we learned from them, yun din talaga yung mapipick up mo when you become a parent. Eh. Unless you are this empowered person na you understand na, oops, kung paano ko pinalaki ng magulang ko, hindi siya maganda kasi ito yung naging effect sa akin looking at my results, 'di ba? Na nagkaroon ako ng maraming problema with my office mates or with my own family. So meaning I have to change something. That's the power of the self-growth revolution nga po na sinasabi mo a while ago. Ay, nakamute ka po, Doc.
Ay, hindi yan. Yeah,
Ayan.
I agree with you, Joanna. Yun nga eh. Talaga, actually yun nga eh. Parang in our life, it's more of really just emptying our cup and being open to changes. Kasi if we're not open to changes and we stick with the mindset of the perception that we have or yung natutunan natin or sa tingin natin, yun nga, ang hirap. Our lives will be full of suffering. Actually, yung feeling ko, our lives will be full of suffering if we always say na parang alam ko na yan, hindi, parang, yun nga, if we put the notion na parang, I don't want to change, I don't want to be open to change, I don't want to listen to what others can say, ano talaga, you'll be stuck with where you are. And maybe yung sa iba, yun nga, where they are is already where they want to be. But for those who are not yet where they want to be, maybe yun yung one of the realizations that, like me, what I made, or I made that, yun nga, I want to be an empty cup and I want to learn a lot so that I can be a better person. I can be my next level self. Kasi yun nga, parang, I don't want to be stagnant. Parang there's more to me than what I am now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Para ka pong
Actually,
there's
Yeah.
there's more to me than meets the eye.
Actually, reminds me nung si Bellum, kasi one of my mentor, Bellum Tan, yung Rich Dad Asia, one of our mentor, every time he teaches me something, he will tell me something. Then I'll say, sige, ano yung sagot doon, yung ganon. But he won't give me any answer. He always asks me to look, go look for it. Then, nung huli, so I look for it. Then sabi ko, how come you do this? Why not just straight na lang give me the answer? Kaya sabi niya, why he want me to yung process of discovery. Kasi if I'm really interested, I'm gonna look for yung answer.
Yes.
And when I found in answer yung process na yun, hindi na nawawala sa akin. Kasi
Yes.
ako yeah, so and that's the beauty of it. I also like Doktora what you did sa kids mo, especially nung school, they pick their own school kasi it gives them yung responsibility, yung parang knowing how to make decision. So tama o
Yes.
mali, it's responsibility ko eh. So it's really nice at a young age. Yeah.
Nagkakaroon ng
So
ownership their home.
yeah, sana ikaw naging nanay ko no, Doc, nung
Wow!
Ay,
Ay,
baka
tita!
ayaw mo rin. Dalawa lang. Baka ayaw mo rin. Mukha lang din.
ngayon.
But actually, it was a hard realization. Kasi, yun nga, parang sobrang dami. So, I'm very reflective. I love journaling kasi and putting, and
Aha.
just imagining my day and what it would be like, changing and learning. And talagang one thing that I realized is yun nga, na parang everybody wants to have choices. Everybody, kids, kasi may times na, yun nga, like ko narinig. So, ito yung, lagi kong pinapansin kasi ano ba yung lagi kong sinasabi at saka ano yung lagi yung reaction ng kids ko. So, sometimes I would tell them, what would you want me to buy for kunwari dinner? Chicken or ganyan? Tapos, sasabihin nila, mom, chicken. Tapos sasabihin ko, ay, wag na lang chicken, pork na lang tayo, ganyan. Tapos, bakit pinapili mo pa kami? Parang ganyan. So, in life, even myself, I don't want, di ba, parang ayaw natin mabuhay na walang choices. We always, ayaw natin
Yes.
napipilitan because we have to do this because we have to. We always, di ba, want to do things because we have the choice to do it. And
Correct.
siguro that's one of my realizations na for my kids to really love their life and love the environment of me being here, I want to give them and leave them, yun nga, the legacy of choice. To give them choices at an early age. So, marami talagang, like, yan, it started with the school, kung dati, funny kasi, di ba, usually kung saan alma mater mo, gusto mo doon rin yung kids mo. And yun yung sinundan namin. But later on, when we saw na parang there's a lot of changes, yun na, pinagbigyan na namin parang, where do you want to study? How do you want to study? How do you want to learn? Go for it. And if you really want to go and go there, find ways. Find ways. Ikaw yung mag-present sa amin. Kasi syempre, for me, like, pag sinabi ng daughter ko, Mom, I want to study abroad. Syempre, scary yun, di ba? Parang, wait, aalis ka na sa pader ko. Parang ganyan. You're too young. Ang dami mong iniisip. But sabi ko, but still, research about it. Tell us if you find everything and all the information at nakampante kami na parang it's safe, why not, di ba? And if kaya, parang ganyan. Because I really love, yun nga, giving our kids choices. And even for me, yun yung hinahanap ko na I wanna choose. So, yun nga, di ba, kaya nila naka-grace up name ko, Dr. Tan, ER physician, retired by choice. It was my choice. And I'm happy about that. And everybody finds joy when we have choices.
Yes. Nobody wants to be a prisoner of somebody or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mas naalala ko nga rin yung sinabi ni Jerome, yung the process of looking for answers. Sobra siyang amazing
Process of
because
discovery.
yeah, the process of discovery and looking for answers and really kasi yun nga, so I'm in one program with Tony Robbins and Dean. Tapos lagi niya sasabi na parang we live in a culture of progress and not perfection. Don't compare yourself with other people, but compare yourself with yourself yesterday, a week ago, a month ago. And when you do, you'll find happiness kasi you'll discover na, wow, ang dami ko na palang nahigitan, ang dami ko palang courage, ang dami ko palang self-esteem, ang dami ko palang kayang gawin na hindi ko kayang gawin kahapon or the day before or a week ago or a month ago or a year ago. And when you see that and you reflect on that every day, you'll feel happy, you'll feel joy, you'll love yourself more, and you'll be able to radiate that happiness and that growth and that change to everybody around you. Ang
Yeah.
sarap lang ng self-discovery.
Actually, Doc, earlier nung yung story mo, it reminds me of what Gary Vaynerchuk said before. Remember, Joanna, we went to attend kasi I remember nung Q&A, someone asked Gary V about balance niya between work and
And family.
di ba very viral siya sa YouTube and everything, but he never show his family side. lahat business. So someone asked him doon sa Q&A, how do you balance ganon? Then sabi niya, I am actually, ang sagot niya, I never forget his answer. Sabi niya, I'm very selfish person. So everyone like, whoa, napaganon. Sabi niya, I'm very, very selfish. I make sure, sabi niya, I am happy first. Because if I'm not happy, the whole family is not happy. So you have to make sure he's so happy because he wants his whole family to be happy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
So
also
parang,
because
yeah, and that kind of changed the whole perspective.
yes, the only time that
Huh?
you can be selfless is becoming selfish
Mm.
first. Meaning going back to
Ay,
the
tama,
notion
tama.
that
Yan ang sabi niya.
Yeah.
yes, you have to fill your own cup first until you overflows. And everything, it's similar to Oprah Jerome kasi it's something that I really
Mhm.
love to to listen from Oprah, that you
Mhm.
let your cup overflows, and whatever is the overflow, that's the one that you give to other people,
Tama.
not the one that's inside your cup. Otherwise kasi it will deplete until such time na halos empty na, tuyong-tuyo na, and people are still going to ask more from you. What happens is that sasabog ka, and it's not going to be good not only for yourself but for everybody around you na, kasi tuyong-tuyo ka na, and yet they keep on asking for more. So ang parang feeling mo you're being abused or something, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
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 Also, it reminds me yung quote doon sa book, yung hawak mo, Joanna, kanina, yung Buddha and the Badass. Yung quote kay Rumi, uh, ano yung quote? Yesterday I was clever. I wanted to change the world. Today I'm wise. So that's why I'm changing myself. Yung Rumi.
Yes. Correct.
Yeah.
And also yung isa pa, I'm not sure if it's Rumi also, yung nabanggit niya dito na I wanna change so big that my friends who I met a month ago would ask me, who are you?
Ah, yeah.
Something like
Nice.
Rumi ba yun? Yeah, nandun din yun sa book.
that. I'm not sure, pero it's here. Nakahanap ka na, Doc, nitong Buddha and the
I'm
Badass?
waiting for it na. Yan yung next
Yes.
ko.
Yeah. Sige, Doc, I have another question, no? Kasi you came up with yung book titled Mom Shift, The Mom Shift, How to Transform from Struggling Mom to Empowered Mom. What inspired you to write that book? And also, I know kasi, Doc, you have this community called Mom Uplifting Moms Club. What inspired you to build that community rin?
Okay,
Yan.
actually, the book, I attended a program of Coach Edwin, yung Skyrocket. And it's a goal-getting seminar. So, and one of my goal there was writing a book. Wala lang. Parang I thought I had a message to share. Tapos during that activity, parang sobrang gulo. Parang I didn't know what to say kasi nga I was going through pa the strained relationship with my son. And then, but I knew that I wanted to share something because later on I knew that I would find a solution for what I was going through. And also when I attended Mission to Million, I knew that I wanted to touch parents, especially moms and the kids. And I didn't know how, but it was parang like yun lang yung message. Parang I would do something for the moms and for the kids. And then after the goal getting seminar, so actually nagawa ko lang yung first draft. And then parang yun nga na ang dami na yung little voices, and then said I don't want to do the book anymore because I'll be so open and vulnerable that everybody will see my soul and how ugly I was. Kasi parang kasi everybody outside of my house saw me as parang sobrang galing niya, ganyan. So parang feeling ko ang plastic ko when I went to a realization, and I was scared, 'di ba? Nakakatakot na parang shocks, nagpapanggap lang pala siya, yung mga ganyan.
Mhm.
I was scared of me hearing that from my friends in the community, in the moms in the school, kasi lalo na yun nga, I was a parent leader, so everybody would look up to me, parang galing, parang ganyan, how do you do this, how do you do that? But they didn't really know because I don't really say much. Kasi feeling ko, parang kinakaya ko everything. And then, one time, parang one of my buddies in the program said, hey, di ba you promised that you would do a book, you would write a book
Mhm.
about yun nga, yung journey mo, how you change, how the programs, M.M.I, everybody, and everything changed your life. Nasa na? Eh, di ba naglagay ka ng date, August 24, 2019? Tapos sabi ko, ayoko. Ayoko gawin because yun nga, I was so afraid because I would really bare my soul and I would fear the judgment. But then she said, so actually si Bads yun, si Badet, sabi niya, Di ba you're a woman of honor? Kung ano yung sinabi mo, yun yung ginagawa. And that's one of my highest values. So
You're
when I
also a
told him,
warrior, Doc
yes,
Joanne.
yun,
Aho!
hope. Yun nga, na yun nga, di ba, our word is law. So when
Yes.
he said that, wala na. I had to finish the book. I had to do the book. And when, actually, ang funny nun, kinausap niya ako, that was July. That was
Mhm.
July 18. And my
Mhm.
target date to release the book or launch the book is August 24. And when
Wow.
she told me that, sabi ko, oh my gosh, I'll think about it. Sabi niya, why don't you just post na you launch a book on your birthday? Ganyan. Sabi ko, but how? Wala pa. Kasi yung ginawa ko na first draft is just me telling my story. Wala pa talaga yung book. And then sabi
Oo.
niya, but you, but your word is law. Tapos sabi ko, oh my gosh. So pag uwi ko, sabi ko, okay Lord, hindi na ako makatulog. Okay, fine. And then parang I drafted a post saying that I'll be launching my book on my birthday in the studio, ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. Parang join me at 3 p.m. ganyan, may time. Tapos 12 midnight, nakaganon ako. Will I post it? Will I not? Kasi parang, how will I do it? July 18, August 24, 1 month, wala pa.
Mhm.
And then sabi ko, yeah, but you said it already, dineclare mo, may nakarinig, you have to go for it. So I pressed post and then slept. Pagising ko, parang 100 people liking, go, go, go. Wala na. Parang I couldn't back out any na. So
Mhm.
the next day, I had to find editor, I had to find a printer, I had to find someone who would help me para makuha ko yung goal ko.
Mhm.
And then initially, sabi ng editor, look, hindi kaya na book in less than, in 1 month na kasama printing. Baka ebook na lang, ganyan. Tapos sabi ko, no, I want a printed book. Kahit isa lang, para sa launch ko, meron, ganyan. Tapos
Yes.
sabi niya, but ano eto, ganito ka. So pinakita niya, parang you need 3 months. Tapos sabi ko, no, I don't have 3 months. Sabi ko, by hook or by crook, I'll do this. Tapos sabi niya, sige, if you want to do it, ganito, kailangan mo isulat mo yung book mo in 5 days. Bibigay mo sa akin. Tapos, ginagawa, 2 days, ako 2 to 3 days ako mag-edit. Tapos, bibigay natin sa layout for 2 days. And then, 3 days, may mag-proofread. And then, dadali sa printer. For 1 week, you have to call, ganyan, ganyan. Kasi ang printing, alam ko more than a month. Parang ganyan. Tapos, sabi ko, hindi, basta gagawa ko ng paraan. Ang funny pa nun is August yun. So, August 20, ano pa ako, magka-crew ako sa sa
M.M.I.
TTT in Singapore.
Ah.
So, parang wala pa ako doon sa crucial days na magpa-printing siya before my birthday. So, August 20 yun to 22. Tapos 23, 24, kailangan i-launch, di ba? Tapos sabi ko, yun pa yung problem ko. Wala ko nito. Kaya ba, ganyan, ganyan. Tapos sabi niya, it's impossible. But yun nga, if you have a goal and a dream, and you really focus on it, and you move, and you declare it, the universe will really conspire. Sobrang
Yeah.
galing. On that day, we did the planning of the time ko na. Yun nga, yung kung ilang days ko kaya dapat gawin ito. And then, nagtawag ako ng print. So, nagtanong ako, ask. So, the power of asking also, asking for help. Sabi ko, meron ba kayong kilalang, very specific, meron ba kayong kilalang printing press or printer or publisher na kaya mag-print ng book in 3 days? Parang ganyan. So, shout out. Tapos, ang dami ko mga tinawagan. Eventually, may nag-yes na isa na kahit wala ako doon, kahit walang down payment, yes. And then, nagtawag kami ng proofreader. Sakto yung proofreader. Parang bakasyon siya on that day. So, wala siya sa office. So, kaya within the 2 days. And then,
Mm-mm.
magle-layout. Actually, yung taga-layout ni Brother Bo, during that time, parang maluwag yung schedule niya. And everything,
Everybody, it's Tony Robbins. I've always been fascinated by that force that shapes human beings.
everything fit into place. Tapos nagulat ako, pag uwi ko from Train the Trainer, the day after, August 20, tumatawag na yung printer. I'll be sending your books there on the day of your birthday morning. Tapos ano pa, yung morning lumabas pa ako kasi parang bumili ako ng mga preparation for parang my birthday party. Kasi nag-birthday party, parang sasayaw kami, etc. Tapos lunch. Tapos dumating yung book. So nagulat ako. So ito yun. Dumating yung book. And then I was super surprised looking back that in a span of less than a month, I was able to create the story. Sobrang nag-flow, everything. with the guidance of God, sobrang guided talaga siya na everything that I wrote came from the heart, and it has touched a lot of people, a lot of moms. And I'm just grateful that it happened. Kasi kahit yung editor ko nung launch, parang sabi niya, this is the first time I've done this na less than I'm more than 1 month tapos may printed book. Hindi kaya yun eh, hindi kaya. Pero it happened. So parang miracle.
Yes.
And wala lang, sobrang blessing. So I know na parang it's a vehicle for change
Mm-mm.
for moms. And funny nga, kasi hindi ko pa siya linalabas talaga sa bookstore. You know why? Because I want the moms to buy it from me so that I can also talk to them and learn from them. And then we can already help each other. So parang
Yes.
lahat ng bumibili sa akin na who text me through FB, naging friends ko. Tapos ayun nga, ang daming changes na nagkikwento nila because of they read my book or they saw me or they heard me. And it's
Yes.
just so humbling and such a blessing for me. Kahit na kung
Mm-mm.
minsan, parang I always ask myself, parang, Lord, I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy to guide anybody because yun nga, I'm not perfect. I'm not until now. I'm not perfect. I'm still a mom in progress, but I'm learning. And with your guide, Lord, yun nga, I'm a willing servant. So yeah,
Yes.
that's the
That's so
kwento.
true. I love that story, Jerome, kasi it resonates well with us, the story of us with the Empower magazine naman. It's so similar. Oo, yung binis natin yung ano ba? Ano ba yung tawag dun, Jerome? Yung parang, okay,
Yung
ito yung idea.
deadline,
Yes,
yung
ito,
set
kumbaga,
date.
in the real world, this is how things should be done.
Yeah.
But because you are so passionate and determined and committed to make it happen, the universe would work with you. I remember this. Jerome, Himalayan Expedition W.H. Murray? Tama ba? Yung until one is committed, wait, ginugal ko. Okay.
Ah,
Until one is committed, there is
there's
hesitancy.
hesitancy. Mhm.
Yes. So, yung pinakadulo, whatever you think you can do or believe you can do, begin it. Action has magic, grace, and power in it. For our online audience, that is a very, very powerful quote by W.H. Murray. And if you can Google it, look for the Scottish Himalayan expedition because this is what they say that when one is committed, providence work with you. Yan siya. All right. So, thank you so much, Doc, for all these wonderful insights that you are providing us. So, at this moment, allow me lang to read some of the comments of our friends here. Medyo mataas na yung babalikan ko, no? We have okay. Jean Montemar. Hi. So she's watching from Cebu. Thank you so much. Also Lin Chu Sabit. Hugs to you, Doc. Can't stop crying, sabi ni Sandra Lin. This is the part where you were telling us about the journey of you and your son. Judith, another quantum leap natin. Kinote kanya, for my world to change, I have to change. We have the same note. Also, Cham, thank you for sharing your story. A friend of ours from Iloilo. Michelle Galosa said, quote unquote, millionaire mind is the treasure of my heart. I love this also, Coach. Ito yung sinabi mo kanina na millionaire mind is not really about money per se, but millionaire mind is really the treasure of my heart because that's one thing that you've learned from Millionaire Mind Intensive that help you shift everything in relation to relationships that you have, right? Sabi ni Miss Judith, Sis Lynn, maalikabok daw ba dyan? Kasi hindi ma-stop yung crying niya. So, I hope napigilan na po or napunasan na po ninyo yung mga luha ninyo. Okay, another quantum
Baka.
leap natin. Jen Miranda said, hello, Doc Jaan. One of my positive pushers. So I'm forever thankful. I believe because of this is the sa TTT ba to? Sa Train the Trainer po ba to, Doc? Yung binabanggit ni
Kasi
Jen.
naghanap siya ng quantum leap.
Okay. Alright. Yes.
Quantum leap. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. So,
Yeah,
sabi
Doc,
ni
you mentioned kasi sa Mission to Million, yung goal. In fact, nung Mission to Million, nag-Mission to Million ako, ano yung parang, I wanna play idea, I wanna bring M.M.I to Manila. I took yung Quantum Leap kasi 2008. Okay? Then doon kasi you have to write things down, tapos you share with people. Tapos yung you declare, turuan kayo, you shout it out. Tapos nung
Ito-drawing
sabi siya sharing, kasi sinulat ko,
ito-drawing
ano
mo
ba yung, ha?
ito-drawing
Ano
mo
ulit?
pa, 'di ba?
Ah,
Ito-drawing mo pa sa Mission to Millions.
yun. Tapos nung sinulat ko, ganun, tapos i-share daw, sabi ko, oh my gosh, sinulat ko, katapat ko, I'm gonna bring Millionaire Money Incentive to Manila. Oh my gosh, sabi ko, paano ko ito i-share? Tapos sinabi ko nga, tapos yung mga Singaporean, Malaysian, yeah, if you build it, I'll go there. Yun, nangyari rin dahil dun sa Mission 2 Million.
At saka
Kasi able to
Jerome,
go.
alalahanin
Ha?
mo si Gary V. 'Di ba? We met
Ha?
him. Ano po ba yun, Doc? Nabasa mo na po ba yun sa post ko one time? Gary Vaynerchuk, paano po namin siya
Ah,
napunta dito? Paano po namin siya
Yes.
nagpunta sa Philippines? Because we attended the RISE convention in Hong Kong. And we were so in awe of this guy. He's so witty, he's so smart, he's everything. Like sabi talaga namin, this guy, madaming matututunan ng mga Pinoy talaga dito, lalo na yung mga entrepreneurs. So during one of these sessions, kami ako si Angie, saka si Jev, talagang siningit namin yung sarili namin. Sa pinakaharap niya kami, si Jerome. Siyempre, malaking
nasa
lalaki si
stage na sila. Sabi ni
Hindi
Gary,
niya
sino
kaya,
yung tatlo?
hindi niya ma-squish yung sarili niya. So, naiwan siya sa back. So, kaming tatlo talaga. We were in front of Gary V. Like, literally, ganito lang yung layo ng mukha niya sa amin. Kasi it's a small, session that time. Tapos, pagdating ng Q&A, I grabbed the mic. I asked to be one of the people to ask. And the only question that I have with him is that, can I bring you to Manila or to the Philippines? And then he responded lang, email me. And then, less than 6 months, we were able to bring him to the Philippines na. It's all because of the manifestation, all of these dreams happening because you are really, you put your heart into it, you have your mindset focus on it, but at the same time, the action, which is the most important
Yes.
factor.
Actually,
Right?
when you're bold enough to make a move,
Yeah.
everything, your world moves when you're bold enough na kahit na there's fear, but you take one step forward, everything will move. And
Correct.
ang ganda nun is when you, like yun nga, when you declare, like when Jerome declared it, and then I declared my book, everybody supports you eh. So everybody who heard your dream or whatever that you declared, they're waiting, okay, how can we help? So if we
Yes.
think na parang we're so alone in the world, na parang tayo lang yung, parang ang dami natin problema and then ang dami natin gustong gawin pero feeling natin na parang all the burdens on us. No, kasi once we declare it to the world, everybody's willing to help. They're just waiting to say, hey, I like your dream, I like your goal. How can I help you? So,
Totoo yan.
habang favorite ko yung Busy Bee in ZBI because that's when I learned to ask, the importance of asking. Na we're so afraid to ask help or resources that we need, and we have this mindset. But when we shout it out, there's a lot of people who are willing to support you, who are willing to help you, who are willing to bring you to your goal or your dream life or whatever that is that you want. All we have to do is ask. So parang yan, ayan, dami ko natutunan sa mga program. Sobra.
Yes, and I totally agree with everything. So, wait, sino ba yung mga hindi ko pa nabate? Alright, yeah, si Miss Lynn, thank you so much for being so active in the comment section. I'm loving your energy. Thank you so much for sharing them to us. Sis Lolit, hi! We love to have you back as well. So, we hope to see you once again
Lolit.
every week. Right? Okay. Miss Anne Santiago, another quantum leap natin. Sabi niya, gorgeous. Siyempre, naghanda po talaga si Doc Joanne Tan. Wait! Nag-a-assume naman ako masyado. Si Jerome po yata yung tinutukoy niyo, Miss Anne. Pakikita po. Baka masyado lang po ako asyumera na kami po ni Joanne yung tinutukoy niya. Pero baka si Jerome naman pala yung Doc, no?
Feeling ko ako yun.
Ayan. So,
Ano pa kung
again,
nagkikaw ako?
tingnan mo, baka natuyo na, Jerome. Before tayo mag-close for tonight, maisuot
Hindi,
mo
umulan
siya.
nabasa.
Sabi dito ni Maxia Marie, hi Doc Joanne, thanks for the uplifting Moms Club. Merly, thanks Laurus and Doc Joanne for such an amazing episode. Thank you so much, Miss Merly. We're so happy that you are enjoying. And yes, once again for Miss Lean, when you're bold enough to make a move, the world moves. And this part, Doc Joanne, this is the part wherein I truly enjoy this. And this is what we call pop-up. Talagang hindi ko alam bakit nasanay na yung kamay kong ganyan.
Kaya
The
dapat
pop-
malaki yung screen ni Joanna kasi napapaganon eh.
I
Ayan.
told you, Jerome, di ba? Kanina kasi magkausap kami ni na Jerome tsaka ni na Angie, Doc. Sabi ko, gusto kong bumili ng desktop kasi gusto ko malaking screen. Gusto ko 24 inches or more. Pag nag-FB live tayo, malaki yung screen ko. Oh, kitang-kita. So, this pop-up section is brought to you by, kunwari lang, brought to you by the K-pop chairman of Laurus Enterprises and of the whole world,
Hindi ko alam yun.
Jerome. Yan. So on this pop-up, Doc, I will be asking you probably a word or a phrase, and then the fastest, quickest way that you can answer them, or the very first thing that pops into your mind. Yun po
Okay.
yung sasagutin ninyo. No
What's the
explanation. Yes. No explanation. And no assessment.
Boy,
Except,
ako na ba to?
Maya bunda. Lights on. Lights on. Wala pong ganyan. Kasi nakikinig yung mga babies mo. Wag natin silang i-corrupt. So yun. For audience, for our audience po, if you want to be part of this pop-up section, you can do so by typing your own answer to the questions that I'm going to ask Doc Joanne. Just make sure lang po na ilagay ninyo yung question or yung number ng question so that we will know yung answer po ninyo to what question it is pertaining to. All right? So Doc Joanne, are you ready for our pop-up?
Yes.
I love that. Okay. This part is what we call, for this hindi ko sasabihin kasi marami pa pala akong episodes So magigets na nila. Alright. Okay. First pop-up question for you, Doc. What is the first foreign country that you ever visited?
Singapore, siguro. I think. Ay, hindi, mali. Thailand.
Thailand. Kasama yung family o ikaw lang po?
Shucks. Ay, hindi. US. Sorry. When I was 1 year old kasi, dinala ko ng parents ko sa US. Pero nung lumaki na ako, Thailand, alone. Yeah.
Oo.
Ano
Ito
siya?
yung
School.
na.
Yeah, school-related. College.
Alright. Okay. Next question. Because you love dancing, what is the first dance that you did in public? Meron na ba?
Ballet. Pero so I did ballet when I was young. Pero nung adult, first dance in public was when we did the recital nila Teacher Ida in Green Hills.
Pangarap ko yan nung bata ako eh. Kaya lang kasi wala kaming perahan. Kaya hanggang pangarap lang siya. Tapos nung tumanda na, di na bagay. Tsaka hindi ako
Pwede pa. Ipupush kita.
I
will push you.
Oh my God. Ako na yung ikasisira ng ballet institution.
There's no such thing. Anything is possible, Joanna.
Okay, next question. First thing that you learned to cook. Do you cook po ba?
No. Biglang, oh my gosh, I'm a mom who does not cook. So ano yung tanong mo? First thing that I learned
First
to
thing
cook?
that you learned to cook.
Rice. Kanin.
Hulaan ko, malata o sunog? Nasaan siya?
Magaling ako magluto ng kanin. Sakto talaga siya.
Wow.
I don't cook.
Gamit mo yung ganito?
Yes, like that.
I watched this video. There are foreigners So, they were really, mind-boggling talaga sa kanila, no? Parang yung mga Pinoy daw na nami-meet nila sa ibang bansa, pag bibisita sila sa bahay ng Pinoy and they're cooking rice, they're seeing na mini-measure nila yung water. So, they really couldn't, ako din, hindi ko rin maintindihan, pero ang perfect, right?
Grabe siyang perfect. Naturo ko yan sa bunso ko. And perfect rice rin siya.
Kaya nga, ang galing ng mga ninuno natin. Paano nila na-figure out yan? Di ba? Next question po. What is your first favorite TV show, if you can still remember?
ER.
We
ER.
are?
ER.
ER.
ER
Okay.
series.
Naturally, kasi you're a doctor. What is the first book that you read? Be it novel, fiction, non-fiction. What is the first book that you read?
Secret of the Millionaire Mind.
Really? That's not
Yes!
nice.
Sobra.
Self-
Kaya nga ano yun, sobrang hinanap ko yung MMI na live event. I didn't know na meron na siya sa Philippines early on.
Oo. Nung time. Sayang nga eh. Di ba we tried pa eh. Kaya lang, hindi pumayag eh. Ayaw ka nilang pakawalan eh.
Yes!
Do you remember?
Buong pamilya ko naman nandito.
Yes, and that is the nicest thing, right? So, next question po. What is your first date or when is your first date with hubby?
First date, yung nag-meet kami, funny. Okay, nag-meet kami Luneta. Sa Luneta, World Youth Day. We were both volunteers. Tapos doon ko na-meet and then after noon, first date, shocks, hindi ko na maalala. Ang hirap kasi dahil wala siyang label, we were best friends, tapos naging kami na lang. So parang, tapos
Ito po
chikang
yung
parents.
Pope
Yes.
John Paul.
So, baka doon na yung first, kasi doon kami nagkakilala. Yes. Overnight
Oh.
in Luneta, di ba?
Very memorable. Okay. Next question po. What is the first, are you a shoe or bag person?
Oh, neither.
Bakit alam mo, Doc, before mo sabihin neither, my mind was telling me neither.
As in neither. Hindi ako hindi ako, mas ma-earrings ako. Earrings na dangling. So, hindi ako mag-bag. Kasi, alam mo, as an ER physician, sanay ako rubber shoes and backpack. So, yun lang yung alam ko. Rubber shoes, backpack.
Pero have you ever bought yourself, tawag dito, a luxury bag or a luxury shoes?
No, because wala lang. Hindi ko siya.
Hindi talaga yan.
Parang it's not really me. Parang ganyan. So, wala.
I just want to be differ. What or perfume? Bukod sa accessories, wala talaga.
Hindi rin ako ma-perfume because I'm allergic. I'm allergic to smell. Sobrang sensitive. Ano talaga, if ever, earrings na lang talaga. Earrings and books. Sorry, nerdy. Books talaga ako. Books.
Yan na yung indulgence mo.
Books,
Alright.
pens, ball pens. Drawing.
What is the first self-growth seminar you attended? Is it M.M.I na po ba? Yung pinaka-self-growth mong una? Hindi. Kay Coach Edwin.
Hindi. Before pa yung kay Coach Edwin. Actually, in high school, sobrang dami. Mga small seminars. Ganyan. Pero yung una is yung baka kay Coach. Hindi. Coach Edwin. Or NLP. Or basta nagsabay yata. NLP at saka yung NLP ni Brother Jojo Apollo and Coach Edwin's Be Hungry Happy.
Nag-NLP ka rin pala. Amazing. Alright. Who's your celebrity crush? First, celebrity crush.
Hindi ko na maalala. Oh my gosh.
Ako, Piolo Pascual. Ayan.
Actually, ano siya? Parang second ko yan. Richard Gomez yata yung first. Piolo Pascual, second. Kasi, alam mo, sobrang gwapo niya. Basta. And sobrang ganda ng boses niya. Promise.
Sino? Si Ricardo.
Piolo.
Si Papa P. Sabihin ko po sa kanya, wow, feeling.
Yeah, go! Kasi parang he sang in St. Luke's. Tapos sobrang gwapo niya. Tapos sobrang ganda pa ng voice niya.
Tsaka ang balita ko, sobrang bait daw po.
He is. Super bait.
Siguro, Doc, magsama tayo minsan, tapos pag makasalubong natin si Piolo, reaction nating dalawa. Kasi isang friend ko, nagkasabay silang dalawa lang sa elevator, and my friend, sabi, ano ginawa mo? Wala,
napanood ko siya sa Cebu na triathlon siya. Isa sobrang, Papa P! Gagano ako. Tapos mga kids ko parang, Mom, what are you doing? Sabi ko, cheering for him. Bakit ba? Gwapo pa rin kaya niya.
Fangirling lang. Pwede naman.
Bakit ba? Masaya siya.
Minsan, I have a friend, pareho kaming Piolo girl. Nanood kami one time ng movie ni Piolo together with Juday, yung pinaka-latest nila na film before. Tapos sa sinihan, kasi konti lang yung tao, kilig na kilig kami. So, next time tayo naman yung mag-date
Dati nga
kapag
ano ako eh, fan rin ako ni James Reid nung uso pa yung teleserye niya. Sobrang pinuntahan ko pa siya dun sa concert nila at saka basta ano yun? Funny.
grabe yung kilig mo talaga.
Ang gwapo kasi talaga niya nung umpisa siya, yung bagong labas siya with Nadine, sobrang gwapo niya. So, bumili pa ako ng pillow niya. Tapos, natatawa yung husband ko. Parang, bakit mas gusto mo pang katabi yung James Reid kesa ako? Tapos ako parang, bakit ba? Minsan lang to. Tapos, sobrang fangirling talaga ako. Attend ako ng concert. Hingi ako ng autograph and stuff. Kasi gwapo niya. Sobra. Wala lang.
Sabi ni Miss Nene, "Hi Miss Nene."
Hi,
Ako
Nene!
din daw. So, James Reid din pala to. Alright. Sige. So, this would be your last pop-up question, Doc. What is the first word that comes to mind when you think of Dr. Joanne Tan?
Oh, authentic.
You are.
I've learned to be. And siguro, alam ko no explanation, but one thing is, I'm already assured of who I am, and I don't really care what others say, how imperfect I am, or how others may think na, ay akala ko ganito siya, but it doesn't matter because one is, I love who I am right now. I love my progress. I love who I am becoming to be. And it's in my imperfection and in my being authentic that people who really love me, who really trust me, yun yung mga taong na who come to me and get attracted to me. So, yun nga, parang I don't want to waste my time in being the person that I'm not because it's hard. And being authentic is just being in a happy place. Kasi
Correct.
even if there are judgments out there, but you're secure in your authenticity and know that you're in a culture of progress and that you're really striving to be the best you or your next level self. Wala nang
Yes.
masasabi ng tao and you're gonna be assured of who you are. So yun,
Correct.
I'm there. I'm there in that point already na it doesn't matter now what others say. A lot. Ang dami ko nang pinagdaanan eh, di ba? Yung mga parang, why? Why did you leave? Why did you ganyan? A lot. But I'm already comfortable with where I'm really learning to love myself be comfortable with my skin. I know that I'm special. I have a message to share. I can inspire others, especially moms. Ang dami ko pinagdaanan and I'm not ashamed of it because I know
Yeah.
that I learned a lot from it. So yun.
It's your imperfections that makes you more beautiful because, 'di ba, nobody's perfect and once you try to portray being that perfect person in front of other people, that's the time that they're going to walk out on you because they know that you're just making this up, right? And right now, especially the everything is on social media, everything parang all the people are already doing their own Facebook live, their own podcast, they're vlogging. If you are not authentic, mapi-feel ng mga tao yun kung hindi ka talaga authentic eh. Right? So, authenticity is actually the name of the game right now. Just be who you are. 'Di ba? Kung ano yung meron ka, hindi mo kailangan maging sobrang galing, sobrang matalino. You don't have to read thousands of books to have all this wisdom kasi you're just coming from your own experiences.
Yes.
Yes.
And you know, I'm
And
sobrang grateful because yun nga eh, sobrang, it's the Laurus family and all the programs and kayo, Joanna, Jerome, si Achi, at saka sila Jeff, who really pushed me to be the person that I am. Plus, syempre my family and the moms club. And you know, ano talaga eh, parang, I'm just happy where I am now. Though imperfect I am, but I'm so happy. Parang I'm just in pure joy and happiness that life is so good to me and I'm so blessed.
that's nice. Yeah, and that is so beautiful. And that makes you more beautiful, Doc Joanne. Ayan, so that is the pop-up session for you, di ba? Wala kang dapat ikatakot kasi simpleng-simple lang naman. the reason that we're doing this kind of parang session in the talk is that we want our viewers, our online audience, to see a different side of you, because sometimes these are the things that we don't regularly talk about in public, right? Ako, ngayon ko lang nalaman na you're a James Reid fan pala, na may unan ka pa palang James Reid. Who would have thought?
Saka yung miniature picture niya. Basta ang dami, kakatawa.
That's so cute. Minsan i-post mo po.
Sure, I would. I love
Yes.
it.
I'm sure many would eventually share their own fangirling. Ako kasi ma-fangirl din ako tapos marami akong girl crushes. Tapos hindi ko rin talaga tinatago yung kilig ko dun sa mga girl crushes ko. But thank you so much, Doc Joanne, for indulging and answering all the pop-up questions that I have for you. I believe we lost Jerome a little while because he lost his internet, but he's coming back in a bit. So while waiting for Jerome to come back, allow me to just read once again. Ayan na siya. Yan. So Jerome,
Yeah.
basahin ko lang muna some of the comments.
Sige, hindi. Naiyak lang ako. Ang dami ko palang kaagaw kay Piolo. So, so malob ko.
Jerome, I'm so sorry. Bakod na si Piolo Pascual. Even my
Ay,
husband
nako.
has already accepted that.
Kala ko asawa ko lang kaagaw ko eh. May dalawa pa pala. Okay, hindi ba?
All right. So, hi, welcome, Master Nene. Welcome to the show. She's watching us from
Hi, Nene.
Hong Kong. Yes. Miss Badette, hello. Hello, Coach Badette. Welcome to the show also. Miss
Miss
Judy,
Badette.
thank you so much for staying up until this very moment. And also, Michelle, maraming salamat. Thank you for being authentic. You're beautiful just the way you are. Ano yung kantang yan? May kantang yan, di ba?
Bruno Mars.
Yung Just hindi meron pa isa yung mas luma yung alam ko. Billy Joel yata yun.
Billy Joel.
Right? Nagkapaghahalata ang edad ko, I'm so sorry. Bruno Mars to si Jerome
Hindi
kasi.
pa alam.
Ang lakas maka-K-pop, maka-ano ni K-pop. Ang lakas maka-reveal ng age ko. So yan. So Doc, at this moment, allow me to please invite all our friends, the people who are watching us right now, and those who would be on Team Replay later on to the upcoming events of Laurus Enterprises. And at the same time, I would like to invite all of you guys, if you haven't done so, we're welcoming you or inviting you to be part of the Laurus community through the social media handles that we have right now. We're presently, or you can find us here on Facebook, where this live is currently happening. Also on YouTube. Doc, nakaano po tayo, live stream din po tayo sa YouTube account ni Laurus Enterprises. We're also on Instagram, LinkedIn, and the last social media app that we joined, that is the Laika, wherein we are allowed to share our experiences, wisdom, and insights to every Laikans in the community. And at the same time, we are actually earning gem. And right now, once again, I'd like to magsi-self-promote lang po ako. I'd like to once again invite all of you, if you weren't able to hear this at the start of the show, I am inviting you to join me this coming Thursday on the show of Mr. Christopher Estigoy, entitled Self-Made with Chris Estigoy. It's a show wherein it's going to feature ordinary individuals. Ordinary individuals who have their extraordinary stories. And just like you, Doc, I feel so humbled and I am so excited to be part of this. And I am doing the pilot episode because Chris Estigoy, nabayaran ko po siya. Yun po yung totoo. Aaminin ko na po. Na-bribe ko lang po siya para i-feature niya ako sa show niya. No, just kidding. So I will be there in that show and I will be talking about my own journey to self-growth, to personal development, and to my personal success. So everything that I've been through ever since po, up until this moment, i-share ko po yan dyan sa show po na yan. And marami po silang hinandang questions for me that hopefully you will be able to relate to and that we can inspire you so that you can become self-made also. Although ako personally, I do not consider myself as self-made because everything and anything that I am right now, I happen to be like this because of the people surrounding me and because of the grace of God, because of the abundance of the universe. That's the truth. All right. And again, another program that I want to invite you, and this is coming tomorrow. This is going to happen tomorrow. Okay. It's entitled Unleash the Power Within Virtual Workshop with the one and only founder, Mr. Richard Tan of Success Resources. If you desire to live your life or the dreams of your life according to your own terms, we are inviting you tomorrow at 8 p.m. as Mr. Richard Tan, the founder of Success Resources, shares the 5 key learnings he got from the one and only, the world's number one business strategies, Tony Robbins. A while ago, Doc Joanne was talking about Tony Robbins and how Tony helped him change the person that she is right now. And also similar with Mr. Richard Tan, he's going to provide to you live how he lived an extraordinary ordinary life and put his business in the global arena. And this program, you should attend because you are going to confront and break through all your fears and uncertainty, identify your greatest passion with laser clarity, learn how to focus your energy on what you truly want and not what you fear, and get the tools for creating the life you were meant to lead. We already put in the link. This is a free event, by the way. So take advantage of this while there are still open slots. Okay, so you can just go to the link or to the comment section right now and save your spot. That would be once again tomorrow at 8 p.m. Another program that I would like to invite you coming this August 14 from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. The Authority Key with the one and only, another good friend of Laurus Enterprises, and at the same time, he has helped thousands of Filipinos here and abroad and even other nationalities break through the Millionaire Mind Intensive. But this time, he is coming back to the Philippine stage to bring you the Authority Key. Okay? If you want to stand out and get paid by what you deserve, you have to position yourself as the authority. And that's what Robert Riopel, who has more than 2 decades of working with, studying, and mentoring top experts and thought leaders from around the world, is excited to share to you during this powerful 2.5 event coming or happening on August 14, 2021. Again, the title of the program is The Authority Key, How to Stand Up and Get Paid. Currently, the ticket is being sold at 300 pesos per person. But if you click on the link that we are putting in the comment section, all right, it's there already. Okay, if you click on that link now, up until August 6, you can take advantage of our buy one, take one promo for only 500 pesos. That gives you 100 pesos discount. And together with the closest person in your life, probably it's your spouse, your kid, your best friend, your business partner, together when you attend, you would learn how to be the authority you are always meant to be. All right. Another program that I want to invite you would be, once again, we are partnering with Success Resources and we are bringing you on September 17 to 20. That would be, all right, nawala ako. Sorry. UPW or Unleash the Power Within by once again Mr. Tony Robbins. We have attended this program live in 2018 in Singapore, and right now that the pandemic happened, Tony Robbins designed, or together with his trainers and coaches, experts, they now transition to the virtual setup to bring you Unleash the Power Within right at the comfort of your own home. The best thing about this program is that it's going to be virtual, plus it's Australia time. So if I'm not mistaken, this will be between 9 or 10 a.m. up until around 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. With the Unleash the Power Within virtual, you are going to experience unleashing the potential inside you that the world and these crazy times, would you believe that? All this pandemic, all this COVID, right now we have this Delta variant pa. It's so crazy right now. But with the Unleash the Power Within, you can stop them from affecting you. In just 4 days, you are going to transform your life. You are going to identify and destroy the invisible enemy. And that is the fear that's always creeping in. This little voice inside of your mind. You are going to overcome the real cause of depression that people do not talk about. You are also going to master the 4-step success formula, and the number one reason why most people do not really get the financial results they always wanted to have. Also, you are going to create unlimited natural energy in your body. Also, you are going to eliminate stress and overwhelm with Tony's system for managing your time and your peak state. Later po, pag umattend po kayo ng Unleash the Power Within and you find out how you can shift your state from being so sluggish, from being so tamad, from being out of mood, so suddenly, ganyan lang po kabilis, you are going to learn all of that from the program of Mr. Tony Robbins. And the best thing about this program po, Mr. Tony Robbins po mismo ang isa po sa mga magiging trainers po ninyo. Okay? And another program that I want to invite you, and I am so happy, this is the very first time that we are actually announcing this. We have partnered with one of the best traders in the stock market here in the Philippines. His name is Coach Irving Chin. Very young, very professional, pero very mayaman. It's because he has already achieved the financial success that he wished or he goaled for. And right now, he is going to share to you all those secrets, all those trainings, all those insights that he learned that allowed him to make millions out of the stock market. And this is going to be the pillars of the foundation. It's a 4-month course on how to effectively trade the stock markets. And there will be several coaches together with Coach Irving Chin who's going to be with you. This is going to start sometime in November. So please call us at 0917 5133456 if you want to know more about this program and the other programs that I have just mentioned. Also, we have just put also in the comment section the website so that you could have more information regarding the pillars. And lastly, Doc Joanne, we are so proud and we are still happy to inform all of you, if this is the first time that you are hearing this, Laurus Enterprises is the only partner so far of the Mind Valley here in the Philippines. You heard it right. Mind Valley, that was founded by the one and only extraordinary individual, Mr. Vishen Lakiani. And because of this partnership between Mind Valley and Laurus Enterprises, we are offering you Mind Valley membership, wherein you are going to experience the world's best personal growth programs and personal growth mentors, coaches, and trainers on one revolutionary online learning platform. Through Laurus Enterprises, you can get a special discount po. Only through Laurus Enterprises. So call us up at 0917-5133456 if you want to take advantage of that promo rate. Kasi hindi po ninyo yan makukuha only hanggat hindi kayo nag-enroll kay Laurus Enterprises. And another great thing about this partnership, aside from the huge discount that you will get, you would also have a free access to Lifebook Quest, which is worth $500. So what are you waiting for? Call us up at 0917-5133456 or send us a message here on Facebook or other social media handles of Laurus Enterprises, or give us an email at info@laurusph.net, and we will be happy to assist you in your enrollment to all the programs or any of the programs that I have just shared to you. And we will be your partner to your journey to success. we will handhold you. Katulad po ng sinasabi nga ni Doc Joanne, we will always be there for you. Your Laurus community and Laurus family will always be there to support you and make sure that you are going to get the result that you've wanted to have in your life. And the most beautiful about this, you can become part of the Laurus community, wherein you are going to meet and be friends with somebody like Joanne Tan. And I promise you, there are no guarantees in life, but I'm guaranteeing you, when you become part of the Laurus community, you are going to meet Joanne Tan times thousand. Kasi sobrang madami po sa Laurus community namin, yung ganito yung mentality, yung ganito yung transition na nangyari sa life nila. And they are now manifesting all their dreams. They are mastering their craft. And because of that, they are now inspiring the world around them. So yun. Thank you so much, Doc Joanne. So once again, 0917-5133456. All right. Ayan. So we are now on the 2 hour, 11 minutes, Doc. Grabe. Out of the 8,349 questions, tama ba yung recollection ko? I think we are now on the last, 8,348 na po, Doc. Yun na cover po natin. Tama pa ba yung naaalala ko? Okay. So, Doc, maraming salamat po for gracing us with your wisdom and all these wonderful experiences that you have. And I'm sure all the people in the community of Laurus Enterprises and the ones na po watching us up until this very moment, I'm sure they got empowered and motivated by you. So I'd like to ask you, Doc, what would be your message for the Laurus community? And if ever po ba, I'm sure there will be lots of them. Is there anything that you want to promote to them para po ma-follow kanila or they can continue learning from you? And if ever po, saan ka po ba nila po pwedeng lusubin para po mas pa po silang matutunan from you, Doc?
And where they can get yung book din.
Okay.
Yes.
Actually, yun. Yung book, you can get it from me. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Laika also because of Laurus. But most especially, I'd like to invite all moms to the Moms Uplifting Moms Club. On FB, it's a FB community, private community of moms that I created with Mommy Judith and Mommy Mitch. Wherein, yun nga, we're focused on personal development for moms because we know that when we focus on ourselves and when we become the next level person that we are, we can be the great mom that we are meant to be. And we're really pushing all the moms to be there because one, the message that I want to share, especially not just to moms but to everybody, one is you're not alone. In this world full of noise, in this world na ang daming nega, you're not alone. You have a community like the Laurus community, the moms community, the community who can help you strive to be a better person, to be your next level self, to be the person that you really want to be or that you're meant to be, so that you can inspire and empower other people and to live the life that you really want to live, to be fulfilled and happy. So reach out. Even in your most imperfect state, imperfect person, in your vulnerability and authenticity, reach out to a community because they will support you. And I really suggest that you go into the Laurus community because these are the people that I became friends with and now they are my family. They are the people who pushed me up to become the person that I am now. Aside, syempre, from the family that I have. So I'm really pushing for all those who are watching me right now to join the programs, join the Facebook groups of Laurus, and just be involved. And you'll really meet a lot of special people who have a mission, have a purpose, and who can really inspire each other, all the people, and you most especially. So yon, I just want to invite everybody, Moms Uplifting Moms FP community on Facebook. Yan lang.
Yes. Thank you. So Doc, marami pa do you still have many more copies of your books?
Actually, ano lang siya, 100 na lang. But yon, 100 na lang siya actually.
So guys, she only already have 100 copies, and you know what to do. If you really want something, message yun ako pa, note na po, ano ba nabubulol ako? Message yun na po. Alright? So that you can secure your own copy. And believe me, nabasa ko na po yung book. Ang dami ko po natutunan doon sa libro. And it was an easy read book, the bad quote. Na-share ko po sa iyo yung own insights ko when right after reading the book, I gave you my feedback. It was so easy to read. I love that it used parang the words that you use there, and also no highfalutin terms. And then yung learnings mo, yung journey mo, yung experiences mo, sobrang relatable to many people. Even ako, katulad ako, hindi pa naman ako nanay, pero parts of your story and parts of the wisdom that you shared there, sobra akong nakaka-relate. And there were parts actually na I promise you, maghanda po kayo ng tissue kasi tutulo po din talaga yung luha nyo. Kung kanina po tumulo na yung luha ninyo, may continuation po yan doon sa book kasi doon po sa book talaga mas detalyado kung paano po yan nangyari. Right now po kasi nabitin pa tayo sa story ni Doc Joanne because we only have 2 hours for this show. Yan. So, allow me this time, Doc, and for our online audience to share to you. Oh, sabi ni Sheila, mi po, Doc, 1-1.
Yes, yeah.
So, 99 na lang, Doc. Meron ng tape. Yan si Sheila, ganyan. Dapat kung gusto mo, unahan mo na kagad.
Action kagad, yes.
Action taker kagad to si Sheila. Nag-PM kagad, I want one. Ayan. So, let us know in the comment section, 99 na lang po. Huwag niyo po kami sisisihin pag naubusan po kayo. Di po namin po kasalanan na. Niremind na po namin kayo. So, at this point, Doc, and to our online audience, allow me just to share some of the things that I've written down while we are having this conversation with Doc Joanne. So, Doc, these are some of the things that I've written. I love to take note, and then from time to time po, I go back to the team replay, and then kino-compare, chine-check ko po kung tama po ba yung na-pick up ko from you. Kasi dun po mas na-incorporate sa akin yung lesson eh. Or dun po talaga ako nagkakaroon ng learnings when I listen again and also write it down. So I love what you said po, online audience. If you have the same, I believe Miss Judith and Miss Michelle, pareho po, tsaka ni Miss Lynn, medyo pareho po kami ng mga notes. For my world to change, I have to change. Millionaire mind is the treasure of my heart. If you stay in being in the alam ko na yan, or the acne na tinatawag po natin sa seminar industry, you will be stuck and nothing will change in your life. Okay? Be willing to always empty your cup. I love what you said a while ago, for my kids to really live their lives and enjoy the environment with me. I've got to give them the power of choice. And as a mom, I'm sure, as a mom for others, maraming nakarelate dyan at maraming naka-aha moment dyan for sure, Doc Joanne. Kasi usually as a parent, ako having my own parents, they want to control the kids thinking that this is the best for them. Pero without them realizing nga na the more you control them, the more silang magwawala. What you resist persists, right? Correct. So, the process of discovery and looking for answer is the best way to learn things. We live in the world of process and not perfection. So, do not ever compare yourself. This is the one thing that you've shared or learned from Mr. Tony Robbins. Okay, be bold enough always. And this is the last thing that I wrote down. I'm assured of who I am. This is a good, powerful affirmation, Doc. I'm assured of who I am. I love my progress. I love who I am becoming. It is my perfection that it is my imperfection that people will love me. And it is my authenticity that people would relate to me. So yon, let me know, guys, for our online audience, if you picked up the same notes. If not naman po, please feel free to put your own notes in the comment section and together we can learn. Let's learn from one another, right? So Maraming salamat po, Doc Joanne, once again for this
Thank you.
powerful evening that you have given us. Naramdaman po namin ng sobra yung heart mo. Hindi mo lang po alam, Doc, nag-message po sa akin privately si Jerome, kaya po siya nawala sa screen. Akala bang daw po natin nawala yung internet niya. Kumuha po kasi siya ng beach towel. Kasi hindi na po niya mapigilan yung luha. Sorry,
Pinapatuyo
Jerome.
na ngayon. Ah,
Sorry, Jerome. Hindi mo kasi sinabi sa akin, wag kong i-reveal. Nawala sa isip ko.
oo nga.
But thank you so much, Doc. Really, you have a very powerful story. You are very empowering. You are so inspiring. And right now, no wonder you are really inspiring the world around you. And so many moms, and believe me, not only moms, other parents, the dads as well. Alam mo yon. And even ako na hindi pa ako nanay or si Jerome, hindi pa siya tatay, dalagat binata, ang daming nakarelate sa story mo. And these are the lessons that we can incorporate and remember always so that when we become parents ourselves, we will know na parang, okay, learning from the quote-unquote mistakes or lessons of other people, I'm going to use it so that I can become a better mom or I can become a better parent. And that's what you provided to me tonight and to many others in the show tonight. So maraming salamat, Doc Joanne. And to our online audience, maraming salamat pong muli sa inyo for staying with us up until this very moment. We really appreciate you. Time is the most precious commodity one could ever receive, and you are giving that to us for the past 2 hours already. And for that, heart, we are so grateful to all of you. Yes, Sis Lolly, thank you. Thank you also for staying with us up until this last moment. Carlo, yes, sabi ni Carlo, continue to inspire Doc Joanne. Watching the replay again, sabi ni Lolit. Sabi ni Lynn, thank you. Yan. So, ang dami pong nagka-comment. Maraming salamat po for being so active in the comment section. You just don't know the power of your comments because they are really fueling us to give our best energy tonight. Despite the heavy rain, we are raining with so much wisdom and grace coming from you, Dr. Joanne Tan. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Joanna. Thank you, Jerome. Thank you to the Laurus family. It's my honor to be here
Thank you.
to share. I know that initially parang ayaw, pero yun nga, it was God's purpose that I am here, and I'm just receiving all the love and the gratefulness that I am feeling from all the energy that everybody is giving me through the chat and through the group. And I just want to send back all love and energy to everybody this evening. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm a great receiver. I'm accepting them, Doc. Thank you so much. And Jerome, our K-pop chairman of the Philippines.
Yes, sige. So, thank you, Doc Joanna. Joanne. Naging Doc Joanna. Doc Joanne, also for the people who tune in, also make comment, and also thank you for people who are going to be team replay later on. So, hope you get empowered by our tonight's conversation, and we'd like to invite you to join us again next Wednesday. Tuesday pa lang ngayon. So next Wednesday for a new episode of Manifest Master Inspire with our special guests, Jonathan and Leah Tinoco. Now, if you are want to learn more about cryptocurrency or have no idea but want to learn more about cryptocurrency, this couple, they are the renowned expert here in the Philippines regarding sa cryptocurrency. When to buy, what kind of currency, cryptocurrency should you buy, and why should I buy? So if you have those questions, tune in next Wednesday for a new episode of M.M.I, Manifest Master Inspire. So Joanna?
Yes, Jerome. Last si si Leia. She's the plan. Meaning, she has now a show regarding plants. So we could learn plants. Meron na siyang in Kumu, in partnership with ABS-CBN. She's doing this plant show. They're talking about the power of plants and the different plant species, ganyan. So we have to tune in next Wednesday because we have so many topics to cover, from cryptocurrency to being a empowering couple to being plantita at plantito.
Yeah, and I know they have a lot of cats sa bahay, mga pusa.
Grabe sila. Lahat na ng human, lahat na ng being, lahat ng buhay. Nila.
Yeah, parang Noah's Ark yung bahay.
That would be Wednesday. We want to
August 4.
emphasize, guys, yes, August 4, Wednesday. We are coming back to our regular programming every Wednesday at 7 p.m. together with the power couple, Jonathan and Leia Tinoco. And I just want to say hi, pahabol, Julian. Hello, Julian Mendoza. And Cheryl
Hi, Julian.
Estigoy. Maraming salamat, sis, for being here. And once again, Doc Joanne, God bless you. Thank you so much. Heart to you. And to our online audience, once again, we are sending you everything, all the love that is overflowing from our hearts. Please receive them. And we will see you again next week for Manifest
Bye-bye.
Master Inspire. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Joanna. Bye, Jerome. Thank you.
Bye,
Thank you.
Doc.